What it do, what it do, what it do. We in the building once again. Loyal to the game boxing with the co-host OTB Boxing Class 101, where we turn casual fans into diehard boxing fans. It's popping, family.
What's happening, Brody?
Man, I can't call it, man. A lot been going on in the sport. I've been away for a little bit. I've been trying to buy a house, but things didn't pan out the way I wanted them to pan out. So we taking another route to get back to the main goal. So I'm now freed up away from all these open houses and running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But it was a good experience. You know what I'm saying? It was a good experience for me to just like know now like what to expect, like
Fact.
doing all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
But
facts. Salute to you for embracing the process and not allowing it to be discouraging to you, because that's really a discouraging process. It can be, man. I've seen it really break people, bro. So to still be optimistic, you know what I mean, and still know that it's more than one way to skin a cat, you know what I mean? I salute you for that, bro.
I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, like you said, life keep going. We gotta continue to make a way. We got to continue
Facts.
to make a way, man. So definitely. So let's see who we got in the building. Salute to my brother Brandon House from the D.
Salute to the D.
Salute Cassandra Mason, the Queen, always showing love and support to
Facts.
me
Salute
and
Queen.
all the brothers with boxing channels. Salute to you. We need more queens like you out here in the game.
Yes, definitely appreciate your support, Queen.
Yeah. What's your point number one? Facts in the building. Salute, Lord to the game, and Dreeko, where you been, homie? Dreeko, not he on his way. He said he should be in here around 9:15 ish. But yeah, Dreeko is we
Facts.
I got heat for Dreeko, so
Man,
I'm allow him to defend himself. I ain't gonna go in yet till he get
man,
here.
come on, yeah, we got the arms open. God damn it, we got the arms open, man.
Absolutely. AJ in the building. We here, Brody. Yes, we are. We are here. We in the building. We in
Facts,
the
facts,
building.
salute.
Facebook user. I don't know who this is. But salute to you. If you could just go
That's
click
what's
go
up, whoever
go
that is.
yeah, go to if you go to back out to the post and then click the StreamYard link, you should be able to register your Facebook account with StreamYard. I had to pull up my iPad. That's Will Murphy. So if you just go to that blue link in the post and just register your Facebook account with StreamYard, we can get your profile picture and your name. That way,
Yeah,
we
and
can
get
give you the proper acknowledgement.
facts, because we definitely appreciate you.
Salute. Salute. We in the building. Yes,
Definitely,
OTB is in the building.
oh yeah, we here. Oh
Shelton
yeah, we
Moore.
here.
What's going on, family? Yes, we are here. It's been a minute. Yeah, I was house shopping, man. I had a lot of open houses, a lot of shit to do. I couldn't really focus on this, man. This real estate game is vicious.
Man, not just vicious, bro, but yeah, I mean, it really that shit discouraging. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I went through that shit before, boy. That shit break you down like a double barrel, make a preacher cuts.
Facts. My brother from Philly, YSN Sports
Facts.
Media. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my brother Jamil Parker over there doing big things out of Bozy Ennis's gym. Official,
Facts.
yeah, official interviews with Boots, Stephen Fulton, Cool Boy, and a lot of upcoming talent coming out of Philly. Like I say, I'm from Brooklyn, but Philly's definitely my second home, man. I love Philly, man.
Man, and
Philly's a
on the
part of me.
boxing circuit, y'all know how Cincinnati rock with Philly, man. Y'all know what it is with us, man.
Facts. Yeah, I don't know about some trumpets gonna be blown when Dreeko enters, but I'm gonna be on his motherfucking helmet. I got a lot of
Yeah.
bullets for Dreeko. We've been going back and forth, in our own group chat, him and Goon, for forever. So it ain't never really stopped on my end with Dreeko. So, but we'll wait till he enter the building.
Facts. We gonna give him his just due, man.
All right, yeah, we got you. Thanks for clicking on that link, Will Murphy. We definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, Will.
All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so we're gonna hop into the main topic, the young gun, the young blood, Devin the Dream Haney went over to Australia in hostile territory with a whole lot of warfare, mental warfare. And he came through and he pulled through, man. And I'll say this. I've never been a huge Devin Haney fan in terms of like wanting to watch his fights. I've been a huge fan of him as a boxer in terms of I always see him working on social media. He's always working out. He's always, for the most part, he's carrying his. I mean, he's a young man. I ain't gonna call him a kid. He's a young man with millions of dollars. He carries himself very well. Never really in trouble. Real even keel. For me, this was karma. What really made me happy about the Devin Haney situation and the Devin Haney fight is the fact that we got to see all his hard work that he put in what he dedicated in his life to boxing. His dream and his hard work, he manifested one of history. No matter what people say about Devin Haney, he's undisputed, and he's the real undisputed champion because he didn't need a franchise belt to become undisputed.
Fact.
So salute to the young guy Devin Haney, man, going over there, all the warfare that was going on, with not trying to let his father in the country for I think it was a felony back in 1992 or some crazy shit. But I mean that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They always try to make things a little tougher, on us. When they see greatness, they have to try to commit, all kind of penalties and flagrant fouls just to block us, But Devin Haney, man, he persevered, man, and I was really happy to watch, him go over there and make that accomplishment. I think that was that was huge. What's your take on that, OTB?
Man, I was highly impressed with Devin's performance in the ring. Now, as far as Bill not being able to make it and them, pulling all the strings that they pulled to try and get to him, we all know what the fuck that was about. Right. So that didn't really surprise me, And let's remember, Kambosos didn't really want to fight him, you understand? But just as far as on the scale of boxing, though, man, that it was dope to see Devin fight a perfect fight for 12 rounds. And we had never seen that before. So not only did he make history, but he was his best version of himself. And when you can be the best version of yourself on the biggest stage, you understand, then that's what greatness is. That's when greatness is manifested itself. So that was dope. And then I really was looking forward to see Devin's performance if Bill didn't show up. You understand? Because we've seen Devin since he was 5 with Bill. So, right. To see him and be able to be on the stage in his own light, you understand? I really wasn't going to be complaining about that either. I felt like he was going to be the best version of himself regardless. But even as far as him switching promotions, you understand, like this was iconic in boxing. And I look forward to seeing more fighters really follow that path. And I think that he really did make this a trend-setting moment, just not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well. Shit, he had been ducked by Loma. He had been ducked by, yeah, I mean, nobody wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez. You understand? All of the champions who could have fought him didn't fight him. So to see him get his chance, you understand? I hope that it stopped that shit as well. And I hope that a lot more fighters follow his lead. And sometimes you gotta go across the street to get that shit done, man.
Right. No, I agree, man. I agree 100%. Now, here's what I will say, because I have to keep it 100 and be true to myself. I'm not a big fan of Devin Haney. Now, like I said, as a young man, as a boxer, his character, his boxing ability, I'm a fan of that. But watching his fights to me is like watching a worse version of Money Mayweather. It's like sparring. There's not going to be no knockouts. I'm not expecting a knockout. I'm not expecting no one to hit the canvas.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not.
And we ain't have to wait for Dreeko, yeah.
I'm just giving it to you. I'm just giving it to you real. Like, these are the things. Look, these are the things that I'm not going to see. And for me, see, we have two different perspectives on the sport.
Facts,
you are a purist. You appreciate the sweet science and countering and pivoting and all of that.
How can that not be appealing?
Right.
Like, man, this man just controlled this man's whole front show. He eliminated his whole right hand the whole night. Like, yeah, I mean that like, if that should make your shit hard. You feel me? Like, man, that shit is beautiful, man. He eliminated this man's whole right hand the whole night.
Facts. Like, okay, guys, we have to sound the trumpets because he's back.
Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
I can't even look at your face and not laugh, bro.
Brooklyn is in the building. Understand? The TC representative.
Oh my God.
Understand? St. Mary's and St. James placed the 800 block Brooklyn.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? OTB, what's good? What's good, my brothers?
What's happening with my brother, man?
It's good to be back, man. Who is that in the corner? Who is that right there?
That's good to have you back,
That's Goon.
Oh, Goon, what's up? Goon got the Ollie. That's
what
right,
up,
man. Man, I ain't been back so long. I've been away so long, man. I done forgot what brothers.
Damn, you done forgot my avatar, dog?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same avatar. I mean, man.
Yeah,
see,
what I got going here?
That's what happens when you go away, you know, for so long, and you being interrogated. You know, sometimes what happens is, you know, some of the things that's normal to you, your brain is so scrambled, it ain't normal no more. So we gonna allow Dreeko to get back in the swing of things.
He definitely,
man, we definitely happy to have you back, Drake.
Man, appreciate you, OTB, man. What's up, chat? How y'all doing, man? I love my comrades like they love me. You understand? Yeah.
It's back with a vengeance.
It's more than the energy, Drake, man.
Yeah, love everybody. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you back. And shout out to, on a serious note, before I cook, my brother Kwame, on a serious note, man, shout out to Batman, this family, man. You know what I mean? Going through it. I ain't been here in a while. I don't want to hash up. You know, I know it's old, but, you know, a couple weeks, but it's new to me, man. It's my first time coming back in a minute, man. So shout out to Batman and his family. You know? Yeah, definitely. All right, what we got going here? We talking about Devin? Y'all catch me up.
Yeah, we talking about Devin, man. So, you know, look, I gave Devin his flowers in terms of, you know, the fight, the way he performed on fight night. I mean, Devin Haney, like OTB said, for a damn near perfect fight for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to Devin Haney on that. And you know, salute to all of warfare, the politics, how, you know, they try to block his trainer, his pops from getting.
You're not a fan of Devin. Don't you jump ship now?
I didn't say that OTB earlier.
Yeah, he did.
I already said that. I mean, you see that's what happens. See, you gonna make me go there, Dreek. You know we can. You know what? Why don't we just get right into it? Okay.
Go ahead. I'm about to go on mute. Better,
Let's get straight to it.
Okay.
I'm going on mute.
See, this is what happens. You know, it's like I said earlier. You see, the Bug Protection Committee. It's been a real bad time for them. First off, since Errol Spence broke Uga's face and Terrence Crawford went into hiding, it's been a bad time for them. And then secondly, on top of that, you know, my man Dreek had some business to take care of, so he couldn't be around for a minute. But I'm just saying, Dreek, you know, it looked like, you know, we got Young Thug lawyer to get you up out your case and get you, you know, parole. He couldn't get it for Young Thug, but we got you, you know what I'm saying, some parole here. So we gonna act accordingly now, okay?
Facts.
So am I telling any lie, Dreeko? That
shout out to Young Thug lawyer.
Pause. I'm glad you cleaned it up with lawyer because I was like, pause. You know
yeah, shout out to Young Thug lawyer, baby. We love you over here. We love you.
You know what I'm saying? But look, now, Dreeko, is Devin Haney an exciting fighter? Are you excited? No, he's not.
Here we go.
He's not.
Hold on.
He's not.
No, we have gotten to stop with this, y'all, man. This is what's
man. I
boxing.
swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
Bro, boxing is exciting. It's exciting when a man can go in there and scientifically break a man down and make you fight my fight.
No one said he's not a great fighter or a good fighter. Listen, if we look up the definition of excitement, that's not him. He's just not exciting.
Knockout sales shit, bro. Like, we passed that in boxing. We have gotten to embrace the science of boxing, bro.
I agree with that too, OTB.
I embraced it. I said he fought damn near a perfect fight. I said he fought damn near perfect. I didn't say he fought damn near a perfect fight.
I just got on.
Go ahead,
but it almost sounds as if you ready to, fuck up his win a little bit.
No.
You know,
Kwame.
I'm not. Kwame come with the backhanded compliment.
He was coming with it. He was about to go, is it exciting? And I already knew he was going with it. But let's not do it. It's still fresh, bro. Let him enjoy his win, bro.
I said he can enjoy his win. It's fine. Listen,
don't butterport this.
Listen, the topic of Devin Haney, because everyone's already congratulated him on his win. That was Saturday, people. As soon as the fight was over, everyone celebrated it. They celebrated it Sunday. They celebrated it on Monday. They're celebrating it today. I'm getting back on. I don't want to be on Tuesday talk about what people talked about on Saturday night and Sunday.
Right.
Where I'm at right now with Devin Haney now is now he's undisputed, right? Is he the best at 135? Is the question. I'm not saying like he has the belts. He's the champion. He's the best. Y'all go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he's the best at 135.
You think so? He's the best at 135? I got Tank. Listen, man, I got Tank over Devin Haney. I want to see it.
I got Tank over Devin Haney too, but right now, I have to give it to Devin as being the best at 135.
Why do you say that, Drake?
I think Tank. I don't think Devin got enough to keep Tank off him. You know, Tank respects power, and Devin ain't got no power, man. And Tank coming. I think Tank coming. I mean, Devin just ain't got enough firepower to make Tank respect him.
Yeah, because
so what makes him the best right now?
A slugger.
Huh?
You say a boxer don't stop a slugger?
Yeah, well, that's what
I'm messing with. I'm messing with Dreeko. I'm messing with Dreeko right now.
Right.
The boxer can't outbox a slugger. Like, y'all be sleeping on Devin, bro. I'm telling you.
Look,
Goon loves Devin Haney. That's his boy right there.
Look,
oh,
I'm not sleeping.
Okay.
I'm
That's
not,
your guy going. Okay. Good looking, Drake.
Because he came for me right away. Oh, I didn't say, he's not excited. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I was like, damn.
Hey, Kwame,
guilty.
Drake, you didn't have to tell him. You ain't have to tell him that, Drake. You ain't have to tell him that, man.
Well, he got to know. I had to show him the backdrop of what's going on because.
Hey, man, if you give it to me, man, we gonna drop it in the water. No, we ain't microwaving.
There you go.
No,
there you go.
To me, Devin get like the least amount of respect in the division, but I get it though. I know why. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give him the least amount of respect in the division. I just don't have him. I just don't have him above Tank. And I don't have, even though Shakur's 130, I don't have him against Shakur. I'm just talking about the elite top
gasket. You trying to start some shit, Kwame?
I'm talking about.
It's early in the show, bro. We 20 minutes in, bro.
That's what I do.
Man, that's some.
You know, he on that bullshit. He on that
bullshit. No, you will not discredit this man. You will not tell nobody that subscribed to none of us that Tank is better than him because Tank ain't take his ass over there and fight nobody for them belts. Tank ain't trying to get undisputed at weight division. Tank fought Leo Santa Cruz when he moved up. Tank fought Barrios before he moved up.
Talk that shit.
And then he fought Rolly with 14 fights. No, we will not discredit Devin Haney. No,
please do not do that. Please do not.
I give Devin his credit. I said Devin is the best right now. We have to give him the best because of that. Just the accolades that you just put up, OTB.
Dreeko, that man was just getting ready to Bud and Porter his win. It was coming. He hit you with the. Is he exciting, Dreeko? I was like, don't you answer that, Dreeko. Don't you answer that.
Yeah. Well, you know,
bro, boxing is exciting.
Yeah, but Devin is about exciting as Andre Ward, man.
Big facts. No
that's
complaints.
A good comparison too.
Yeah, no complaints from me on that.
They get the job done, of course. They're gonna get the job done, and they're gonna do everything and not get hit. They're gonna do everything right, mechanically, technically. But you're gonna get a good sound boxing match out of those guys. Good sound technical boxing match, a fight out of them too. But if you're expecting any excitement, you're watching the wrong people. But they gonna get that job.
So now I have a question for everybody. Yeah, man. I want to know, why isn't the science of boxing exciting?
I think boxing is back. I'm so excited about boxing.
I'm just saying, like you were saying, it's only exciting when we get knockouts. You understand? Or we get stoppages or some shit like that. It can't be exciting for a man to go out there and dominate a fight. You understand? It's not exciting for a man to go out there and fight another fighter's fight. Like I had people tell me that they be disappointed in Cool Boy Steph for fighting another fighter's fight, when that's impressive to me, you understand, as a Scientologist of boxing, you understand? That's impressive to me when you could beat him at his fight and your fight. So my question is, you understand, why isn't that as exciting as a knockout?
Well, for me, I love the sweet science. I love the sweet science just about as much as the knockouts. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you can have like a person like Floyd that can stand in front of you and don't move and you won't touch him, he can outpoint you every round and make you look stupid. I love it. Then, I mean, you can have a dude like Tank that come in there and handle his business and get him out. I love that too. But for me, you will rarely hear me say a fight is boring unless both fighters ain't doing shit. It ain't throwing no punches. But like when it comes down to the sweet science, I love it.
For me, I hate to use the basketball analogy, but it's a dunk and a layup. It's the same amount of points, just one is more exciting. You know what I mean? To watch. You know what I mean? It's nothing like seeing that power connect and somebody get dropped or wobble. But then again, it's just as exciting to see somebody pitch that shutout like Devin Haney did.
Right.
So it go hand in hand, man. You know, but if we're going to go to the excitement part of it, Devin Haney ain't necessarily tilting the scales.
got you. What you think, Kwame? Well, I want to hear what you guys say. Why ain't it exciting when fighters watch other? You know what I mean? Damn, I think we might have lost, bro.
I mean, y'all done bodied my dude back in Dreek. You done killed my man already. Oh,
damn.
I agreed with him. He probably got so excited. He
snipers. Y'all done sniped my.
Oh, man.
Y'all done sniped Kwame, man. Damn.
Yeah. Till he come back, man. How you think? Since we on Devin Haney, how about your Judah, man? The first. What is he? The first trainer to have two unified world champions.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah, that was big time right there, bro. That's big time.
Yeah, man. That I like that, man. I was watching your Judah. I see them a lot. You know what I mean? It's to the point where you see them and be like, oh man, you know, like there goes Judah in this Maserati, or there go in the Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Right. But to see him actually do something and you can just touch him and be like, yo, son, good. You know what I mean? Like that's even more, you know.
Special. Right.
Yeah.
It definitely put a magnifying glass on the accomplishment.
Yeah.
But just as far as Yoel, yeah, I mean, let's dig into him for a minute, because this somebody with a karate background. You understand? There's somebody who jumped into boxing and became an icon within the sport. You understand? Not only in what he put in his son, but what he gave the sport. You know what I mean? And to still be given, shit. When we just lost a icon in Gary Russell Sr., you understand that was monumental to see him accomplish that. So, you know what I mean? Gotta say it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And it ain't a trainer that I'd rather see that shit happen to.
Right. I do. I like Haney. Don't get me wrong, man. I like Haney, brothers. And I, you know, piggyback off what I said before, I just don't think right now, man, Tank showed me a lot too, man. He showed me that he patient. He showed me that he could counter. He showed me he got good lateral movement, upper body. I mean, footwork.
Okay though, Dreek, but let's do the matchup. Let's just get straight to it.
Oh shit!
And taking Debbie, like we just gonna get straight to it.
Oh
you know, it's definitely a given on the power side.
Right.
But when it comes to the boxing ability, Tank can box. He can box.
Right.
But he can't outbox Devin, bro. I'm sorry.
That's true.
So
that's
the way he win that fight is gonna have to be a brutal knockout, I think.
And I think that shit. Now that we've seen Devin be perfect, it comes down to, can a perfect Devin, is a perfect Devin better than a perfect Tank? And have we seen a perfect Tank?
Well,
that's the $1 million question. Exactly.
So
and we just seen him when he wasn't so perfect in a Rolly fight. I don't care how pretty the goddamn knockout was.
Right.
When it comes to rounds 1 through 4, you had problems with Rolly jab, and it took you a while to time him. So when you talk about
Pitbull too.
Exactly. You got problems with Pitbull too. So when you talk about a Devin Haney who gonna come in bigger than Tank, longer than Tank, and we know how pretty Devin jab is.
Natural attributes too.
Exactly. And now that he's showing us that he can be perfect, you know what I mean? Then it comes down to, what else can Tank show me? You understand? And that's the $1 million question. What else can Tank show me versus what else can Devin show me? And that's my question for y'all. As far as what y'all see in both of their fight styles, what else can Tank show you and what else can Devin show you?
Devin was pulling straight back too a lot, and that's dangerous against a puncher like Tank. But shit, if he keep that stick in his face and move and turn him, bro, I really think it could be an easy fight. Just tie him up when he get in close and repeat rinse.
No.
And what else do you want to see out of Tank at this point in his career?
I want to see him in there with somebody, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So that's how Tank can prove. That's how Tank got left to prove now, is that he can accomplish this against the upper echelon of competition.
For sure. Like it just we want to see him in that marquee fight.
What about you, Drake? Oh damn, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no, you good.
Finish,
That was just it. Yeah, that was just it. It was just that we want to see him in that marquee fight. Whereas we like, damn, can he win? You know what I'm saying? Or it ain't no like, yeah, well, we know we go win. I'm just gonna bet with dog because these odds about to be crazy as fuck if he do catch that. You feel what I'm saying?
Fact.
Yeah.
I
agree with my brother Goon, except on one thing, a twist. I think Tank is ready, and Tank said it out of his own mouth that he ready to get in there and get in the mix with whoever. Matter of fact, he said he wanted Devin Haney, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
I think he did.
We done heard Tank say this shit before, y'all.
That's true.
We done heard him say this shit before, and we ain't seen him do it. So yeah,
true.
We got to take that into context as well.
That's true.
Go ahead.
That's true. But I think that Haney's length and size, because Haney's a big boy at 135, man.
Facts.
He's big. And I think his length will give Tank a little problems. That jab will give, because he is a boxer. He's a classic boxer, Haney is. And I think that he will give Haney, the jab will give Haney some problems. But I think Tank's IQ, he's going to be able to get around it, start slipping that jab, and start touching Devin. And I don't think the time that Devin got hit, he didn't react well, and Tank got that one punch, and that's all you need.
Concussive power.
Yeah.
And he would definitely have to be on point all night with no.
He got to be perfect.
Yeah. He has to be perfect.
Out there.
Yeah, and I'll quote. Even though I don't even like Wilder, but you got to fight the perfect fight all 12 rounds. You got 1 second to slip. It take one punch, and that's it.
That's how I used to get him, and that's how I used to catch him. Yeah.
And for me, I can only look at them as fighters. Yeah, I mean, y'all know how I am. So yeah, I mean, I look at them as fighters. And what I like to see out of Tank, we've yet to see Tank really get on that front foot and dominate from round 1 until that fight stopped. I don't want to see all of this back foot shit. I want to see you really get on that front foot and and don't not so much counter punching. Tank depends a lot on that counter punching and his timing right now. And shit, once you get up there, like shit, he jump up to 140 and you try and counter punch a Regis Prograis, he gonna put your ass to bed. You know what I mean? Because this is a different level of boxer. This is a different level of power. Right now, you can get away with this shit at 135 because ain't nobody really with that power that's coming in there like you coming in there. You feel me? Because Tank a big boy too. Yeah, you back, bro.
They was trying to get him with Lomo. Like I felt like at the time, I thought Lomo probably would have been a little bit too much for Tank at the time, and I felt that they was moving right. And that aspect, bro.
That's why Tank ain't want that fight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Somebody catch my brother Kwame up on what we talking about.
Kwame, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get to Devin after you, because I only gave my answer for Tank. But what else would you like to see in the ring or outside the ring? Yeah, I mean, out of Devin and out of Tank.
What would I like to see outside the ring? You said
either or, bro.
When you say what do I want to see outside of the ring, can you elaborate on that a little bit more? That's kind of
for going to Dreek, they was like, shit, it ain't really nothing more. Yeah, I mean, that Tank really can show me in the ring. Yeah, I mean, now he just gotta. Now his problems is outside the ring, where you just gotta get these fights. You feel me? Now I just want to see you in these fights. Yeah, I mean, versus, you know me, I always gonna nitpick. Yeah, I mean, what I see inside the ring. So I'm gonna find some shit.
Well, Tank is. Look, I told people this before. Everyone got mad. Knockout got mad. All these people got mad. But no matter what y'all say, Kwame's barely ever wrong about stuff.
You go, man. Oh my god!
It's just. Wait a minute, bro.
I managed to still set myself up.
I gotta call a spade. I gotta call a spade
for this shit, Dreek.
I call a spade. I gotta call a spade a spade. Okay.
My goodness.
I told you guys, right, that Tank was not gonna leave Mayweather Promotions. I told everyone. I told them. Everyone was like, "Oh, Tank."
I don't recall you telling me, bro. But you probably did say it.
He told us it's on wax.
It's on wax.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
I believe you.
I said, look, Mayweather is the reason why Tank is who he is, how he is the way he is in boxing. Because just like when y'all talked about back in the day with Loma, when Tank wasn't training, he was getting fat, losing shit on the scale, running around Baltimore catching cases.
Hey, bro, come on, here we go. Don't you do that?
You know we gotta go
professional.
there.
Don't do that. Don't set up that EJ excuse. Oh, I'm on you, bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm sharp as against you.
No, you're not. You done hit the pipe. You hit the pipe. You on the pipe. I see what's going on because that's not even where I'm going. What you talk about?
Goon can tell the future.
Apparently.
Hey, listen. If I tell you it's Easter, go paint your eggs, bro. I know what he's getting ready to do. He's about to bring up the fat camp with Earl and all that.
No. See, that's
nice try. Wrong guy. We're not gonna do that today.
OTB. This is what happens with the Bud Protection Committee, right?
Oh, see,
subconsciously, right? I'm talking about Tank. Subconsciously, they don't even understand how bad they're trying to protect.
You set the play up.
I wasn't even going there.
You were set.
I wasn't going there. But somehow,
he was calling the flea flicker, bro.
He thought it was a
reverse flea flicker.
He thought it was a flea flicker, but my running back was already down the field 90 yards. It wasn't a flea flicker. So all I'm listen.
Go ahead, cook, bro. Go ahead, cook.
All I'm saying is, back then, Tank couldn't beat Loma. Loma, arguably at the time, was the best 130-pound. He was one of the best. To me, Lomachenko is in the history books as one of the best 130-pound fighters of all time. At 130, we ain't talking about 135. We're talking about 130. At 130,
the Loma that lost his first fight.
Fights, yeah. I mean, he lost to Salido, but you know,
the Loma that lost his first fight.
Yeah, no, yeah, but you know, as you know from being OTB boxing class 101, you know, amateurs and pros is completely different. The rhythm of the fight is completely different. So Loma came in there thinking he was gonna come in there and do that shit. He ran into the wrong one. He ran into a motherfucker from Tijuana who was selling tortas by the border most of his life, and now he done got belts and he getting American money. He was gonna bite, kick, scratch, claw. Salido was gonna do everything.
You see how he fought him. You see he mauled the fuck out of him.
That's what he did. And Loma was looking for them. He was looking for them international refs to do something for him, and that's not what was popping. But once Loma got through that, and then he understood what it was as the pros. Let's not act like we didn't witness the shit Loma was doing at 130. And I ain't no big Loma fan, but I got to give props where props is due. Lomachenko shit wasn't even looking close when Lomachenko was fighting motherfuckers at 130. We were talking.
What he did to my boy though.
Bro,
look what he did to my boy though. He brought him up 2 weight class.
Hold on, I got a just a minute, Goon. You said the best ever at 130?
No, I said you could put him up there as one of the best. He's an all-time great at 130.
Bullshit. Not next to Chavez, not next to man. It was really great fighter. Hell nah, man. Barrera would have fucked him up.
Hey, that Barrera fight would have been a good fight.
But Barrera would have fucked him up, bro.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of all-time greats.
Couch with Chavez.
There's a lot of all-time greats that could fuck up other all-time greats, and we can say this all-time great will fuck that one up. That doesn't stop the guy from being an all-time great. For what I saw from Lomachenko at 130, he was a fucking all-time great. Fuck that.
But Kwame, did you catch some of the subtle stuff that they was doing as far as the matchmaking?
That's boxing. I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
but that's the top ranked way though. That's the top ranked way. If you just getting into boxing, you look at Keyshawn Davis, you look at Shakur, you look at Floyd, you look at Oscar. If you just getting into the sport,
go look at boxing, Alexis Aguelo. Shit.
If you go with top rank, it's all about matchmaking.
No. I'm gonna disagree with you on that. It's all about matchmaking. Period. It doesn't matter what promotion company, because it's their job to push this product. We don't want this product to fail, so we got to make this shit look good. I'm talking
about in terms of top rank developing fighters and putting them in a certain position. Top Rank is infamous. Top Rank is infamous for getting a blue chip fighter and then putting him in a bunch of favorable matchups to develop him to see where he's going to be when he hits his prime or pinnacle. And then they're going to match you up with a top guy in their stable in terms of matchmaking.
Right. Golden Boy did it with Wilder, right? Didn't they do the same thing with him? Yeah.
So with Ryan. So and that's fair. But what I'm saying is, even when you're saying that, when it comes to Lomachenko was fucking niggas up. It wasn't looking fair. Just at 130, shit wasn't looking fair.
He was dog walking niggas. He was dog walking niggas.
And you guys know I'm a big Tank fan. I buy all Tank pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? Shit, when I drive back to Philly through VA, I gotta drive through Baltimore. I always had a love for Baltimore, from The Wire to the Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Like, I always had a love for Baltimore. So I got love for Tank, but if we gonna keep,
you just don't like Omaha down.
I don't fuck with them. But what I'm saying is, if we keep this shit 100, when it comes to Tank, ain't not nobody on this motherfucking panel would have bet any amount of money back then when he was showing up fat on Instagram that he was going to get in the ring and beat Lomachenko.
No. I wasn't one of them. But and it's only because of Lomo's exclusive amateur background. Like, he's like one of the greatest amateur boxers ever, him and Mark Breeden. So, like, he came with that, Top Rank, like you said. They coined that shit real good, what they did with him. He got his first title shot at his second fight in?
Yeah, after he lost his first fight.
Second fight, yeah. Like he got a title shot and then got
his second fight was a title fight.
Right. But y'all didn't know this, though, but he wanted his actual first fight to be for the belt.
Right.
And Bob was like, I can't do that. Like, Bob was like, bro, I can't do that.
Yeah, we gotta at least like put you in a fight and introduce you to the pro world, and then put you in something.
Right. We gotta get the casuals to know.
But my problem with that, y'all, is if he retired today, his biggest fights, he ain't got but what? You got Gary Russell.
You got Gary Russell,
Lopez,
Salido, the fight he lost.
Shit, we ain't gonna count Salido, bro. We ain't ESPN erased that shit. Yeah, man. But when you talk about big fights,
and let's keep it true.
And you talk about him on the scale of 130 pounders in history, shit, who he fight?
But hold on, but let's keep it real, right? Gary Russell back then was that dude.
Facts. That's a big win.
Gary Russell always been that dude.
Hold on, but we know it was some issues. I'm the one that don't do the excuse stuff. They handled Gary too.
Okay, I wouldn't say they wouldn't. I would. It's a dirty game. Look what they try to do to Devin. They do that to black fighters. Period.
But
they stack. Like if you're a supreme boxer, you can legit win a fight. They're gonna stack all kinds of shit against you. Outside the ring that may affect you inside the ring. So
bro, that shit they did to Devin Daddy.
And we not gonna be no different with Loma. So as long as they want to put him in that upper echelon of historic 130 pounders, when we know that Barrera fought Gomez, Morales, he beat Morales. You understand? We got fighters who had other quality opponents at that area in that weight class, and they fought him and beat him. No, I'm not putting his ass up there, and your quality win is against Gary Russell. That's the best fucking win you got.
Look, okay. See, I be trying not to do this shit, man, but y'all make me do this type of shit.
Here comes some bullshit, bro.
And it's coming, right? Now, you say that shit.
You see,
hold on. You say that shit, OTB, right? But then you want a motherfucker to sit up and then respect Bud and the people he fucking fought. It can't be a double standard.
I see. Listen, I'm gonna say I see your point. Your point.
Either you great because you great, regardless of your competition, or we got to go to the competition. We got to keep it 100, and then based on the competition, we could have never called Terrence Crawford number one pound.
We not gonna be able to call Terrence Crawford great if he don't beat Errol Spence. And we can't call Errol Spence great if he don't beat Terrence Crawford.
Bro, both of them dudes is great, bro.
They both gonna be great no matter which one wins.
You can't. Let's not take away
Man,
from
we
one
talking.
of them. That's the only
I'm not taking away from the greatness. We talking about this boxing though. Shit, it ain't but two people in the ring.
Somebody got to win.
Yeah, let's be real. Somebody got to be one and somebody got to be two. So when we talking about greatness on a scale, I mean, that's like, shit, I ain't saying that Deion wasn't great while Jerry Rice was great. But shit, when they got on the field, shit, who was the best? That's what this shit come down to.
Right. Well, being the best and being great are two different things. And I could rock with that whole part about being the best. But I'm just saying, like, great is a title that many people can share. You know, it's just like Michael Jordan is great.
What has Loma done?
LeBron is great. Kobe is great.
What has Loma done that we can say makes him great?
The same thing we seen Terrence Crawford do when he got in the ring with guys that were a decent level or weren't supposed to be in the ring with him. It was a
accomplishments
that didn't belong in the ring.
If that was the case, then he would have dominated a weight class. He's never dominated a weight class.
I mean, look, just because you lose a fight don't mean you didn't dominate a weight class.
Loma never dominated a weight class, bro. Never.
So at 130, you didn't see any dominance.
Did he get undisputed? Did he go for all the straps?
Everyone don't always get all the straps. That don't make you not dominant.
That's dominance. That's what dominance is when we talk about. You understand that shit?
How many undisputed champs are in the history of the sport? So that's based on your criteria for great means that if you ain't undisputed and had every single belt in the weight class, then you ain't great.
No, I said that you didn't dominate. You didn't dominate. I can't say that you dominated no weight class and you didn't go to get all the straps. You ain't even go to fight everybody.
But we all
know. Now I can't give somebody credit for that who didn't go to fight.
Sometimes you just can't. But listen, sometimes you just can't get the fights. Yeah, remember Riddick Bowe threw the belt in the trash can. So you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis, and I ain't like Lennox Lewis then, but he one of my favorite heavyweights, bro. But back then I couldn't stand him.
Kwame disrespectful as hell.
How?
He not only disrespected the 130-pound division, he disrespected Chavez, he disrespected Mayweather, he disrespected Manny Pacquiao. Now he just scooted up to 147 and then compared Lomachenko to Terrence Crawford, a 3-division 6-belt world champion.
Wow.
Thank you, Drew.
I'm gonna ask you.
Drop the mic.
Go. I'm gonna ask you a question. Matter of fact, no, go. I'm gonna ask Dreeko the question since he want to say that. Right?
Since I couldn't get the parentheses out the way. Thanks, Dreek. Appreciate that, bro.
So when Lomachenko was at 130, was the boxing public talking about fantasy fights, him versus Floyd Mayweather?
Yes.
No.
That's not true, Goon.
No, but wait, I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. There was comparing him to Mayweather. They did compare him to Mayweather.
People were saying he could have probably beat Mayweather. So
that was a fantasy fight. Hold on, Kwame say I don't never take your side, but I'm all the way on the side right here. First, they compared the fantasy fight with Mayweather. Then they went to Pacquiao, and then they started talking the Bud talk, if y'all remember it correctly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they did put him in fantasy fights.
Now to be fair, all three of those names that you just named would beat the brakes off of Lomachenko. Pacquiao would have brutally knocked him out. You have a Pacquiao. We talk about power pellet. Alex Ariza Pacquiao would have beat.
Okay, that one, yeah.
Brakes off that motherfucker.
Yeah, that one, yeah, for sure.
So you knowing this, you still put Lomachenko in the same seat that you would seat them on?
Yeah,
I can't sit at that table, y'all.
Listen.
Oh, I'm back, baby. I'm shocked.
From a skill perspective and the perspective on the margin of how he won his fights from like class. It's like when someone is clearly, you can tell when someone is clearly better than the rest. And when Lomachenko fought at 130, when you watch it, he was clearly better than the rest. And when he fought there.
For his era at the time.
Right.
Yes.
So you can only go off of that. what a person does and how they perform in their era at their time to ascend them into an all-time great class. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not
Can
saying that.
Can I call a flag? Can I call a flag before I forget? Can I call a flag real quick? So why do you do that? And I know you're gonna say it's the blood protection, but you know they got them ranked. It's not my ranking. It's you know the rankings. They got them pound for pound or whatever. I can agree with you. Like I just agreed with you not too long ago. Said like the fights that you want to see him in, he ain't really had them fights yet. Other than the Porter fight, you know, a lot of people wanted that fight. I wasn't one. I know he gonna dog walk dog, whatever. But you just said that for that occasion, but you won't say is that kind of like a little trolling part, and then I'll let it go.
Absolutely. Okay. Look, I've always respected Terrence Crawford as a fighter. You never want to say, "Oh, this nigga's trash. He can't fight. He guard." I'll never say that. I say he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I just feel like the same way y'all feel about Lomachenko not fighting nobody, I feel the same way about Bud.
However, you just gave Lomachenko all kind of props for doing the same thing that you Bud was doing.
But listen. But Bud is an all-time great. I never said he wasn't an all-time great. Well, that doesn't make sense. That didn't make sense then. How?
You should say that he's not.
I don't even know that, but I can't even say that Bud is an all-time great.
I'm calling people again. I just
going off of what you're saying, bro.
No. I just explained to y'all, just like maybe like 3 minutes ago, how I'm categorizing all-time great.
Okay.
If you are clearly better, visibly by a margin, better than your competition in your era, you're an all-time great to me.
Is Boots an all-time great?
Not yet. He has the potential to. Not yet.
Is TC an all-time great?
I already answered that, Dreeko. I literally just answered that. So
did you?
I mean, I know we see. This is the thing, Dreek.
Yes.
Go. You know what? Go.
What up?
We're not good. We're not good brothers to Dreek. We're not good brothers to Dreeko. You know why, Go? Because we ain't putting no money in his commissary for Q-tips. So now he done came out here. Tripping.
Fight back, Drake. You know,
payback. It's the big payback. It's the big payback. No, but I mean, I understand where you're going with it, Kwame. But you know better than what you're saying right now. You know better. What you're doing is you double talking. You saying, well, this is the facts. He can't. Mayweather with this. Manny Pacquiao would devour Lomachenko. But this is what they say. They put him in this chair right here. No, we don't care what they say. We want to know what it is.
No, I said it. I didn't. There's no they. I'm saying I'm the one
when
that
they compare Lomachenko,
great. But it doesn't mean because he's an all-time great that he's going to beat these other all-time greats. You know what I'm saying?
Just because you had a talent, that don't make you great to me. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of talented boxers not equivalent in the greatness. Yeah, I mean, we all have. Shit, you talking about a James Toney, that motherfucker could have been great. Couldn't stay in shape. You understand? Shit, we done seen talent that don't equivalent to greatness. Just because you talented don't mean that you great. When you great, shit, let's look at the all-time greats. Let's look at who they went and fought. Let's look at what they did after they knew that they was the best fighters in these divisions. You understand? And that ain't something that I can put his name in the category of doing. When you was the greatest at 130, shit, you ain't go to 135 and dominate.
But
where you at now?
You just said if you was the greatest at 130, you didn't go to 135. I'm not saying.
I mean, if you was the best at 130, you understand, then you didn't go up. So that's not greatness to me. You feel me? Like you was just good there. You was just better than everybody at that time. You caught the division at a weak point. You understand? Shit, okay. Were you the best?
Okay. So
when you great, bro, you go up there and you whoop his ass.
But then Dreek and you will bring up how many belts and how many accolades that Terrence Crawford had, and he's in the same position of what you're talking about. And he is. Bro, he is.
No. Well, the fact of the matter is, I'll agree with you there. I'm inclined to agree with you there.
I disagree.
He still has things to prove. You understand?
I disagree.
He still got things to prove before he's great. I can't say that he great right now, other than his talent. His talent. He still got to fight these fights. You understand?
I'm reading Coach's question real quick. Coach, what I'm saying, he's great at 130. I understand he got 2 losses. One was at 130, one was at 135. I'm just saying in terms of how he fought at 130, and the guys that were good, like Gary Russell, even though things may have happened, we can only go off the performance, right? He was clearly better than him that night. He was clearly better than.
But bro, there's fighters who fought in that division when there was really a lot of talent there. You feel me? When you talk about an Alexis Aguelo,
Dreek, that might be you. You might have to go out and come back in. We're getting some feedback.
Like we've seen fighters fight in that division where it was really other competition there. So yeah, I mean, I can't give him credit for.
No, I get it, and I will rank all of those guys above him, every single last one of them. But what I'm just saying is, for his era at 130, he was great. He had his hiccup at the beginning of his career. That's like what Coach is talking. What Coach is talking about, for instance, Coach is talking about the 2 losses. I'm just talking about 130 got 1. It was in the beginning of his career. That would be like saying Bernard Hopkins wasn't a great middleweight and he lost like his first fight.
Was AB great at 135?
At 130, he was. I don't think he fought enough there to be great at one. He did the whole.
What about 40? Was he great at 40?
He skipped 40. Well, by the time but then he was a bum after that. So when he got his ass whooped at 47 by Maidana, he ain't never been the same. So he's 40.
So he wasn't great at 35, but Loma was.
I would say Adrian Broner. Listen.
So you bought the bottle of beer.
No, but no.
At 11 o'clock.
Okay. You know what? And this is how I'm gonna get you. This is how I'm gonna get you, OTB, because y'all can't fuck with me when it comes to debate. Okay. OTB.
Charlie Z.
Hold on.
My brother on this shit now.
Hold on.
Charlie Z is back.
You can't handle the truth.
Okay. So I'm gonna let y'all get that off, and then you're gonna have to deal with this work, right? So you talking about Lomachenko? You asked me if Adrian Broner is great, right, at 135, right? And then you asked me about Lomachenko at 130, and then when I bring up Lomachenko, what you tell me is, in that area he didn't fight nobody. Who the fuck Adrian Broner fought at 135? DeMarco?
That's why I used it. That's why I used him. I picked him for a reason, bro.
Yeah, but
because it's the same shit.
No, but Adrian Broner,
we can't say that one person great. You say what?
First of all, Adrian Broner's fights, the margins weren't as big as they were with Lomachenko when he fought. I mean, I was a huge AB fan. When he fought Ponce de Leon, that shit was close as fuck. That fight was close, and people was booing when they said he won, but he pulled it out. But when Lomachenko fought, guys, shit wasn't close at 130. But it just y'all gotta just eat that. It's true. The fights weren't close.
Look who you was.
I agree with that. I don't agree with sitting him beside Mayweather and Manny.
Besides the greats.
Listen. This motherfuckers. Look, you had a top in the NBA.
Did Manny fight like Tapia down there?
Look, Dreek. In the NBA, you got the top. They can do the top 75 greatest players, but before they used to do the top 50, and when they used to do the top 50, Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, all those guys was up there at the top, right?
Right.
But they still may had a motherfucker in the top 50 like David Robinson. He wasn't on their level, but that didn't mean he wasn't great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
So
good comparison.
You can be great, but you can't fuck with them. But it don't mean that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that you ain't great too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I picked everyone to whoop his ass. All I'm saying is that at 130, he was a fucking problem. And
I agree.
If it wasn't, and if that was the case, right, then they would have just threw tank ass the fuck in there with him when he was fucking off. If he wasn't, he ain't fought nobody, and he was gonna be sweet like that.
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. So when I look at the division now, the lightweight division,
Loma would have played with Tank down there at that point.
Yeah.
He toyed with that boy.
Yeah, he would have schooled him. He would have schooled him back then. He would have schooled him because OTB, you know this probably more than we know this. The mental aspect of fighting, and that would have, if you're not in the gym doing what you need to do, if you run around fucking around and shit ain't going right, mentally, what the fuck you gonna tap into in the clutch?
Preach.
Tank just his power against Loma. That shit wasn't gonna work. Now's a different story. Now's a different story.
Right. I want you to keep that same energy when you talk about Spence. When you just said when you know you're not in that gym.
This shit ain't gonna stop.
But we in the gym. We breaking motherfuckers' faces.
You
you broke one motherfucker face.
We broke a couple
fucking face, man. You broke one face. We
broke a couple fucking faces.
Man, fuck it. If one face was already broke, you don't get no credit for that.
Oh, here you go.
We broke some shit that we broke out.
We broke a couple faces.
That shit got glued together and everything.
Oh,
trying to make me pay some shit.
Hey man, Brooke face had duct tape still on it and everything.
So what his face had
no credit for that, bro.
What his face must have had a whole cast on it when he fought Bud.
They didn't even put Brooke face back together again. Man. Brooke face had wet glue on it still.
And all type of shit, man. And he took that shit in like 2 months. 6 weeks later. Damn, you ain't gonna let his face heal?
Okay.
We ain't even gonna let his heal.
Okay. I'm gonna put
literally got stitches still in this shit.
I'm gonna put Dreeko on the spot, right? Because I know his
that's Spencer's toughest fight.
I'm gonna ask him.
You said that was Spencer's toughest fight.
I'm not talking about Spence. I'm going back to 135. We can get to Spence.
We're talking 35. We'll get back. My fault. I'm sorry.
Now we're talking about Devin.
You good?
People mad about, when I say he's not exciting and stuff. He's like, he's great and all that, but he's not exciting to me. Now, Dreek.
Yes.
Do you think Teofimo Lopez could beat Devin Haney?
Yes. Yes.
Why? Tell me why.
I mean, just the competition, the experience, the length, and the power.
Well, I don't know about the length. When I seen Devin Haney stand next to Teofimo Lopez, he's short.
Yeah.
Actually, Teofimo Lopez looked a little shorter than Cambosis. They was like.
But Teo, when I say that, I mean Teo fights big. Teo fights upright and big. Devin Haney's got that traditional Oscar De La Hoya that crops down kind of. You know what I mean?
Where he fight on your level.
Coach,
yeah.
Coach,
that's how he disguises his jab. That's how he disguises his jab. That's why his jab is so
Coach,
pretty.
on your helmet, Dreek. He said, "Are you drunk?"
Yeah, Teo beats it. I mean, Teo beats him. Teo got too much power. That's another thing. Teo's a stalker too, man. Teo got lateral movement. Teo is his size.
I don't know.
And he will knock Haney out. You can run, but you cannot hide.
I think he'll take the best Teo.
Huh?
I said Teo. I don't think Teo's a stalker. I think Teo's a boxer puncher. For the most part, Teo boxes, but when he catch you with a clean shot, it could be super curtains. And look,
you didn't see Comey then, did you? You didn't see the Comey fight, did you?
I did that, but that wasn't. Again, he caught him he hurt him with a counter right hand. It was time. It had nothing to do with him stalking him. Yeah, he timed him and he hurt him. And Teo, that's the chance Teo has against Devin. But that's the only chance he got.
Oh, it's timing.
That's a good chance. That's a good chance when you talk
it is
about
a good chance.
When you talk about a fighter in Teofimo Lopez who won a fight in the pocket, and you talk about Devin, who's a fighter who works off his jab. You understand? He's very timeable. And with Teofimo, you just don't know if you're going to, I don't know. That's like we was talking about earlier. I don't know if the best Teofimo, dude, is the best Devin better than the best Teofimo?
Not at all. Know.
We haven't seen it. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Listen.
That's a good fight, man. Styles make fights, and that's a good fight.
Styles make fights. I think he could be, right? I think he could be. But the problem is, and this is why I said what I said. Goon thought it was a backhanded comment. Devin Haney's not an exciting fighter to me. He's
bro.
he's a great pure boxer.
No. That's
But
exciting. That's exciting. Yeah,
it's exciting
that's
waiting to see if Tito's gonna knock him out. That's exciting. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
So
I
not
don't
only
want to see a
knockouts are
motherfucker.
exciting, bro.
No, I'm just listen. I'm not saying only knockouts are exciting. Look, I was going at Dreeko Helmet this week about him comparing Devin Haney's performance this weekend to Floyd versus Gotti. I was like, you out of your fucking mind? Like, it's not even close. Devin Haney, it's not even close.
Elaborate. Go ahead, cook.
Devin Haney has a great jab. He has great footwork. His best punch is his jab. If you watched the Kambosos fight this weekend, how many right hands did Devin Haney hit Kambosos with? The whole fight.
Not that many.
It might have been
between
maybe
10 and 13.
I don't even know if it was that many. It might have been 5. I mean, it was his jab was working and he fought the perfect fight for him to win. Now, when Floyd fought Gotti, Floyd was already hooking Gotti off the jab in the first round. Floyd was hitting Arturo Gotti with combinations. He was hitting Arturo Gotti with like 3 lead rights in a row out of combinations, going to the body, going upstairs till the guy couldn't see and quit on the stool. We can't compare those two performances.
I'm gonna say
he did not quit. His corner stopped the fight.
Go ahead, Drake. I want to hear what Drake got to say.
He didn't say I want to go back out there either.
He didn't. Too true.
Go ahead,
I was crying.
I want to say I wasn't comparing like hook for hook, jab for jab. The feel of the fight was Mayweather Gotti-ish. Because Mayweather said you're not on my level. Gotti was like their champion. And Mayweather was so bad. Then Mayweather had to come from under all of that quote unquote black champion, black people's champion, and Gotti was like this right here, and that's what Kambosos got him over there, and he had to not only deal with that adversity, like I'm over here in hostile territory. Now you won't let my father come over here, and it almost turned black and white. Just like Gotti had that tone.
It kind of was, and that's why I feel like Kambosos is a sucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Cambozo at all because I felt like what he did was like, okay, he's in the States. He watched Devin Haney fight. They would talk. He'd be cordial. The same way he talked to Devin Haney when he came in the locker room after he got his ass whooped. That was the way he used to talk to Devin Haney in interviews with the Zone. Right after he won the belts from Tio. Once he got around his people in Australia, when he had all of them people backing him that looked just like him, then he did that bullshit they do when it be a group of them and one black guy. That's how they was trying to do Devin Haney while he was over there in Australia. And I lost a lot of respect for Kambosos with that shit.
Well, in hindsight, bro, we got to really look at the context of the Kambosos because everybody jumping on Kambosos' ass, and Teofimo did it to him. Before that, Loma was calling shots the same way. You understand? Like shit. People nitpick and figure out ways to get out of shit and to make shit appeal for them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I can't really say that Kambosos ain't just do what was done to him.
Nah, I think it was deeper, man.
Because Teofimo took him through the ringer, bro.
Look, he was a mandatory by the IBF, and that fight was going to happen regardless because the IBF don't play about it. It wasn't that many ringers he went through because they tried to make it on Triller, but it didn't go through, and he still got the fight. So it had nothing to do with Teofimo because the IBF was like, y'all motherfuckers gonna fight. I don't care if y'all could. It was so bad they did a purse bid. And that's how they got the fight. So it had nothing to do with him doing anything to him so he couldn't get the fight. What I'm saying is that it was very telling when I heard the first time he called, if you listen to Kambosos, the first time he called Devin Haney a rat, his exact words was, I don't even know how they let you in the country because you're a rat. When he said that let me know that the fix was in for keeping Bill out the country. Because then why would you even bring something like him being able to get into the country So to me, they did everything. That's why I have a lot of love and admiration for Devin Haney's performance and his accomplishment and his achievement for what he did, because they tried to sabotage him on so many levels for this fight, and he still came through. So that's like, I got a lot of love for Devin Haney. I would never take nothing away from this win. All I'm saying though is at the end of the day, he boring. I don't care what no one say. He's boring to me.
Man, no, that shit ain't boring, man. That is boxing, bro. Like that's boxing.
Did Haney rat though? Is Haney a rat?
You're gonna have to go into that by yourself, Dreek. Because
I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question.
We'll be here for a while.
No,
I don't even want to. When they come to that word, man. I
ain't even gonna debate it. I just want to know.
I gave my definition. I said if he committed a crime with someone, and then when he got caught, he told to get out of trouble, I consider that a rat. I feel like what he did with Lopez was already his enemy. They didn't like each other, and he was trying to strategize so he could get a fight, because everyone kept ducking him. They mailed the man a belt, so he was like, well, at least if Kambosos win, maybe I'll be able to get the fight because he's on the zone, I'm on the zone. So shit, I'm gonna feed you information so you can win.
So now you cracking my old girl. Yeah, I mean, it's all right to be pillow talking and shit about me. That's what we saying. This is what we justifying, y'all. Hell nah. That shit ain't cool.
Minute my thing is
talk about that shit.
Absolutely, OTB. My thing is, we can discuss and pass information about he slips his jab like this, or his footwork like this, or he drop his left hand when he shoots.
So you motherfuckers don't watch no film, Dreek? They don't watch no film? We do, but they don't.
Exactly. The minute you start talking about that man's wife and his personal business,
crossing the line.
You're crossing the line.
No, I agree with
crossing the line.
Because I'm married. You know what I'm saying? I feel some type of way if somebody was, you know what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
But you do know that's gamesmanship too. Also,
I don't know if I call that a rat. I might call that a bitch ass nigga. I don't know if I'm gonna say, if I'm having a problem, you know, in my relationship, and a man go say, "Hey, look, you and Kwame, y'all have a competition coming up, but he ain't all the way there because I heard that, you know, him and his partner got a problem." I can't say, "Oh, you a rat." I'm not gonna label him. I might label him a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Kwame,
but I'm not gonna call him a rat.
Do you look at him I look at him as an opportunist on that, because
it
seems as that was gonna be the only person that was gonna fight him for all the belts.
That's why he did it.
Yeah, so like, I mean, whoever
and that don't, but that don't justify it neither, y'all.
No, it
don't.
At
the end of the day, when you do weak ass shit, you feel me? Like when we get in the car, I understand. Yeah, I mean, when we still in the club, you understand?
You know what that means?
But when we all get in the car, hey, OTB, that was some weak ass shit, bro. Period. But do that shit no more when you win.
Yes, OTB. Yes,
and you gotta take that shit.
Now, I'm gonna answer your question, Coach. That of what you have on the screen, because I didn't miss it. But let me just say this real quick. But you know what that means, Dreeko? They got to fucking fight now. They got to fight. Because there's a history. You was ducking this, that, and the other. They got to fight.
Absolutely.
They got to fight.
Absolutely. And it'll be a good fight.
It'll be a good fight. Okay, now, Coach, you said it was Floyd boring. Some fights, he was boring. The difference with Floyd was that it was a whole production with Floyd. We got to see 24/7, all access, the build up to the fight, all the jewels, all the women, all the cars. You know, so it was a whole spectacle with that. Was he boring? Yeah, some fights he was boring. However, his skill level, to me, right?
Man, I'm about to add movie clips, animation in my video. I have to do more to make people understand how exciting fucking boxing is. I am open to suggestions.
Bro. The way he did some people was just dirty, dog. Without even a knockout, bro.
Yeah, I think Floyd also on a skill level, the stuff he did Floyd, I don't know. Floyd was one of the motherfuckers. He made everything he did look good. He just had that mystique about him. When he jumped rope, he looked good. When he jogged, he looked good. When he parried a punch, when he did a counter
like
and
Deion
got out
Sanders,
the
you
way.
look good, you play
Right.
good.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Floyd there was a certain with Floyd that was just special. Me personally, I know y'all don't like it, but this is my truth. And when I see David Haney, is boring to me because when I watch Devin Haney, listen, I understand the most important punch in boxing is the jab, and you set everything up with the jab. But with Devin Haney, if all I'm seeing is jabs, and I'm never seeing a motherfucker getting stopped, it's boring
progression
to me.
to the jab. Yeah,
Okay,
I see what you're saying.
But you know what? But Kwame,
they don't
fair,
equivalent in the 2-3 punch combos.
You like what you like. You like what you like. Like me, I like boxer punchers. You feel what I'm saying? Like some people like slick people. Some people like this. Some people that it's the preference of what you like in a fighter.
It's like
we also got to remember how young he is. Yeah, I mean,
and he ain't grown into his old man yet.
And let's remember that, like you just said, yeah, I mean, that jab, it don't progress into a 3-punch combination. He gonna stop at 2. He gonna get out of there because he got that defensive purpose. However, you understand what makes Devin, what give him the ability to be great to me is that we ain't even seen him sit on his punches yet. It's still levels to boxing that he still can, you understand? We ain't seen him get in the pocket because he ain't comfortable enough with his body to take them punches.
I don't know if he want to sit on his punches after Linares tapped his shit and he was wobbly. Like, I look at these.
But bro, that's Linares though.
I hear that. But he got hit with his shot. Look,
oh please! Floyd got caught by Sugar Shane.
But that's my point, right? Floyd got hit with a bomb against Sugar Shane, and his whole wits was back with him by the beginning of the next round. The dude never won another second of that fight. All I'm saying, he has a chin. All I'm saying, yes, he has a granite chin. All I'm saying,
he has a granite chin, but he held on for 3 straight rounds through 8 punches in 2 rounds. But his chin is granite. But it took him 3 rounds to shake back from when Sugar Shane popped his ass.
It took 1 round. What are you talking about, bro?
He got popped 8 punches over 2 rounds. Yeah, but you tell me that it took him.
I don't know. Floyd didn't win the rest of the round because the first time he got cracked, he was holding. The second time he got buckled.
He threw 8 punches over the next 2 rounds.
And how many
career low?
How many did Shane do in that? Like, I don't know.
Shane punched himself out.
I ain't questioning you enough.
That's what Shane did in them 2 rounds. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about his recovery speed. And I don't know that we can say that he has a granite chin, and it took you 2 rounds to recover from that punch.
Does Bud have a granite chin then?
I'm asking, does Haney have a chin? Does Haney have a chin? Hello?
I don't know. We ain't really. I don't know. We ain't really seen Devin caught clean.
No, I just want to hear what a chin is to y'all, because I ain't never seen.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he don't have a chin. That wouldn't be fair. Like Amir Khan don't have a chin. There's certain motherfuckers who have no chin. I'm not saying Devin Haney don't have a chin. What I'm saying is that, like, some people, when they get hurt, it take a long time for them to recover. Some people, they could get hit with a hard ass shot and they're gonna be hurt because, like, your body is fucked up, but you gonna recover. A lot of times it's based off your endurance, like Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, his endurance, being in tip top shape. Devin Haney's always in tip top shape too. You know. So
my question was, does he have a chin? Does he have a chin?
I'm gonna say yes. However, based on his reaction to that punch from Linares,
you don't feel comfortable.
A motherfucker like T.O. hit him with some shit like that, he's gonna wake up in his mansion.
With T.O. we got to get in the ring with him, bro. It seems like none of them dudes didn't want to get a ring with him, but Cambosa. You know, I'm a Haney guy. You know, I'm rocking with him because they didn't want to fight him, bro. Lomo too.
And Teo hands is actually fast enough to get that shit off with the punch behind it.
Big fact.
Yeah, you know and that's what I was saying about nobody want to give Ryan Garcia no credit in this next fight that they trying to get with Tank. But shit, if you tell me that Tank with no jab You understand? Versus a fighter with power in that left hook, like Ryan got. You understand? The hands that fast.
Let me
and
say
hands
something.
that fast to actually get it off.
Bro, he can't
Don't talk that shit now.
Listen, he can't beat no Tank. You tripping.
Styles make fights, man.
Ain't got shit to do with Styles. This nigga don't fight. Hold on.
Styles definitely make fights.
Yeah,
definitely.
but that don't have nothing to do with their matchup at this point. And I'm gonna explain to you why it don't. It got nothing to do with Styles at this point. Tank used to fuck off and not train. Now Tank is training and he's active and he's fighting fighters. Ryan Garcia is pulling out of fights.
And he's still getting tagged by jabs, bro. He's still getting tagged. Rolly just jabbed the fuck out of him, bro.
And
you talking about Ryan who
how many rounds the fight go? How many rounds the fight went?
You telling me
did it end up?
Rolly hands faster than Ryan's?
Listen,
somebody who stepped with every jab.
It's cool, but you know what? I seen Rolly make Ryan look like a bitch.
We gotta be realistic.
I seen Rolly make Ryan tuck his motherfucking tail in sparring. And
man, that's just the part that we seen. That's why I never use sparring video. People release sparring video for a reason,
They showed the whole session. Let me tell you, I saw the bitch in Ryan in that shit. He was on his bicycle. He's not mentally tough.
Bro, do you realize as an amateur, Ryan beat Brandon Lee? Ryan beat Virgil Ortiz? Ryan had been in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. Like, come on, yeah, like, dude, come on,
but then when I go, that's the amateurs. It's different. Motherfuckers got.
I'm just saying, like, man,
a lot less to lose.
You just told me that sparring matter, but the amateurs don't.
It's amateur, bro. In the amateurs,
so sparring matter, but amateurs don't.
What I'm saying is, I saw how this man reacted to when he felt power. He showed up like a little hoe. I watched him do it. I watched him, and top
we've seen him get dropped and win fights.
Yeah, Luke Campbell don't got no fucking power. Who the fuck is Luke Campbell? Who is Luke Campbell?
We also seen Haney get rocked for about 3 rounds too. Haney wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say him in the fight with Tio was good because
that's a good
if
fight.
Tio get that shit off, it's a good chance Haney's gonna be waking up somewhere else.
He's gonna get it off because Haney ain't got enough to keep him off.
I mean, I don't know, but Haney
got. We just seen Haney.
But you know what Haney got? But you know what Haney does have? You know what Haney does have?
What's that?
He got that size, that reach, that jab, the IQ, and he got that foot, and he got that same footwork that he got from Mayweather Senior, where he could stay away from you all fight. He's in top shape. And that's why I say it's a little boring to me. That's why I say it's a little bit boring because if you don't have power, right? If you don't have power and you just throwing jabs, but then you have kind of a style like Floyd when he was Money Mayweather and avoiding a lot of shit, to me, it's just like,
hey, Facebook,
man, you making him do the uncharacteristic shit is what's exciting. That's exciting, y'all.
Would y'all say this?
I got him lunging out. I got him frustrated. He can't hit me.
I got a question for y'all.
Facebook Mark said that Loma will beat Haney right now. Well, why he didn't fight him then? Why he didn't fight him then? Why he didn't fight him back then?
I don't believe so because Lomachenko's a mere mortal at 135. Y'all
I was gonna say this. Do y'all think
that? Say that Loma can eliminate that jab. We done seen Loma eliminate Gary Russell jab.
Yeah. Would y'all say that?
Gary Russell don't have the attributes as far as the height and the reach.
And the height and the reach, exactly.
Right. Y'all can't say that because when I just said Tio was gonna knock the shit out of Tank because of his size, y'all was like, no. So now y'all wanted to say Gary Russell short.
No, Dreek. I've been saying that. I ain't answered that question, bro.
Okay,
I said a long time ago. I said I could see it could happen. It could happen.
Now, would y'all say
what
this?
was your question? I don't want you to forget it.
Right. Would y'all say that Loma has better footwork than Haney?
Of course. Yeah.
So
it's different. I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's better. It's just different.
So saying that, what make you think that Haney's gonna get them off and Loma did?
Well, I think
you see how he counterpunched Loma?
Because Haney is the undisputed champion of the fucking world right now, Dreek. That's why.
I said because
yeah.
I said Haney again. It's like the way that Haney's gonna beat Loma is the way he beat everybody else. At 135, he's tall. He's a tall 135er, and he's very rangy. And he has
Dreek.
great boxing skill,
And
and
not to
he
mention,
has
he
great
undisputed right
footwork.
now, Dreek.
He got great footwork on defense. He got great footwork on defense. So really, if he don't want to be hit too much, he don't really have to be hit.
However,
just don't.
He tucked that jab in for minutes out of the fight. And we know Loma can close the distance. Loma can eliminate a jab. These are kryptonites for a person who work off of their jab. When you got a fighter who can move the way Loma move with that type of footwork and him being able to place his punches the way Loma do, man, shit, if you telling me Loma won't close the distance, get in the pocket and tear his ass up and Haney ain't there for it to happen, shit, we ain't being realistic about the boxing we watching.
I know. Look, I feel you, but I think Devin Haney will beat Lomachenko. I think stylistically, just with his size and stuff, it's a bad matchup because Lomachenko has shown to be, if I'm just being honest, he's shown to be somewhat inferior at 135. From the time he got in there with Linares, like I said, 130, he looked like an all-time great. At 135, he's a fucking mortal. And he run up in there with Devin Haney, he gonna get his ears boxed off too. That's just me.
So you're saying size does matter?
I agree with Kwame on that, Drew.
Yeah,
I agree with him. OTB, what you think?
I think Loma got a chance in that fight. I think that Devin Haney, as good as his ring IQ is, we still have seen flaws. Devin keep his head on the line too. You understand? Devin lean on that jab. The more you lean on that jab, the easier it is for me to time it. We just seen Tank take 4 rounds to time Rolly. You understand? And then when you really look at it, what else can Devin do? You understand? What else can he do to win that fight? Okay, you understand? Let's say that Loma do close the distance and now he eliminating that jab and you ain't keeping the distance. Can we still say that Devin gonna win that fight? If they got to go toe-to-toe?
Yeah, I think so.
He ain't going to have to go toe-to-toe to beat
He ain't going to have to go toe-to-toe.
See, that's what everybody say until it happen. Until you get your ass in the ring and somebody figure that shit out. You feel me? We done seen it happen, bro. This is boxing.
This is this. Oh man,
this would make boxing great, though.
This is not going to happen too often anymore in life. But I'm agreeing with Dreeko on some stuff here. I'm agreeing with Dreeko on some stuff because look, I feel what you're saying, OTB, but if that was the type of fight with Teofimo Lopez, I'd agree with you. But with Lomachenko at 135, he ain't that dude.
Who don't got no punch.
At 130, if they was fighting at 130, I'd have been like, yeah, you have a problem. He took his jab, he would have dismantled him. At 135, no sir, buddy.
That tap dancing shit don't work at 135. It
don't work at 135. He gonna get his fucking head boxed off, and if he come in there, he gonna get his shit boxed off some fucking more. You know what I'm saying? I
can't say that they've done showed us he gonna do nothing more than jab that motherfucker all night. So I mean, I gotta say he got a realistic chance. He got a real. You ain't knocking Loma out with no jab, and you're not gonna beat him with no jab. So your ass better have some more tools in the toolbox, which you've yet to show us. So I can't be inclined to say that it's there. You feel me? You don't pull out a wrench. I can't say that you got one. So shit, I mean, we got to be realistic too.
I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000% on that. I'm just saying when it comes to Lomachenko 135, he's just a good fighter. He's not a great fighter. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, he just average.
At 130, he's great. At 135, he's good. So I can't put him over Devin Haney no matter what the fuck he could do because I mean
he's Danny Garcia. He's Danny Garcia.
Nah, he better than Danny Garcia. He better because. Yeah, because I mean, at least low.
We gotta put some respect on Danny Garcia's name.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you like this, right? He beat Comey, right? Danny Garcia beat fucking nobody. at 147.
Danny Garcia beat Zab Judah. Danny
We're
Garcia
talking about
beat Robert
147.
Guerrero.
No, we're talking about
at 147.
Yeah, I mean he beat.
He beat Matisse.
Yeah, that's 140 though. We're talking about
That's
147.
142.
Goon is
That's
saying
147,
the reason Goon brought up Danny Garcia is because he's saying is he Danny Garcia because Danny Garcia did all that work at 140, but at 147,
right? But at 147, he okay.
So I'm just saying Loma's better because I feel like Danny Garcia won no big fights. The only fights that he really won at 147 were guys that were super underdogs and guys they brought up from 140. You know, like what's his name that fought Broner? The young Spanish kid. They went to war from Chicago. What's his name? I see his face. You know what I'm talking about. OTB.
Look, man, I can't remember the name. I know you're talking about.
He fought Fortuna, and Fortuna act like he hit his head outside the ring, and they took him out. The fight. I
got his name on the tip of my tongue, bro. I'm looking at the picture, but I can't even put the name with it.
But those are the people that Danny Garcia beats, or Rod Soker. That's who he beat. But at 147, when he moved up, Danny Garcia, I had to put more respect.
We got this shit on wax. I'm glad we just got this shit on wax too. I see where you going, Dreek. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, baby. You feel me? I gotta channel my inner New York in me. You feel me? I feel y'all, man. Get there.
I'm working ahead,
I don't want to hear this shit when we talk about. I don't want to hear Danny Garcia no quality win for Errol Spence. No motherfucking mo.
There you go,
hold up.
Damn body up there.
Listen.
Whoa. Because Earl did beat Danny Garcia, a fight that I didn't want to see, just like the Porter Bud fight. But anyway, be that as it may, Dreek. You see, I was on the side door with it. Did you catch
yes.
Listen.
OTB on it.
Come on, man. You know I caught the alley.
The only reason I give Danny Garcia, the only reason I give Earl Spence props on beating Danny Garcia is because of him coming off the accident he came off. Right? That's why I did that.
So now we're giving him credit for not being, so you discredit Tank for not being dedicated to the sport. But
I said the accident, bro. We're talking about an accident. The guy almost was killed. You seen the pictures of him in the hospital.
He was fucking drunk, bro.
What does that got to do with him getting in the ring and fighting the guy being hurt?
Bro. You're not dedicated. I can't congratulate you for your consequences for not being dedicated to your craft.
So basically,
now you're asking me to give him cookies for fucking up.
No, that would be for the Sean Porter fight, but not for Danny Garcia.
Get him, OTB in the building, y'all. That's OTB.
Make this shit make sense, y'all.
OTB. I'm so glad that you said that, because sometimes when I say that shit, I be feeling like, damn, ain't nobody really feeling what I'm saying on that. Like what you just said, I agree 100,000,000%. If that's even a percentage.
Look, I'm outnumbered
because we have to keep it realistic.
First of all, I'm outnumbered by Bud fans. It's 1-3 right now, so it's okay.
Wow,
it's okay.
Wow.
It's okay. However, what I'm saying is, right, I give Earl props in that fight because the guy could have had his career taken away from him, and he didn't go in there with a Rod Salk or someone else.
As in Dreeko's voice, we can't do that, but we only keep it in boxing. We can. Keeping it boxing right now.
Well, I mean, but that is okay. So basically, wait a minute. So basically, you would take. So basically, you'll take the credit away from Vinny Pazienza coming back from almost being paralyzed and getting in to the boxing ring and winning his fight.
Wait a minute. I know you just can bring up a whole nother fighter, because if I bring
I'm bringing up a situation. I'm bringing up a situation. I'm bringing up a situation because what you are doing, what OTB is doing, is he's glossing over the accident. He's trying to say, well, what was the cause of the accident?
No, I get your point on that, because you went through a horrific accident like that and fought a top guy. This is where the matchmaking comes in at. Because at 140, I could have said that for Danny Garcia. I'm saying at 147, he showed me absolutely fucking nothing.
He was
But
equivalent to
because
Ocampo.
you like Earl, and that's a big win, a big name for him, you were going to give him credit for that. But you'll take credit from TC for stopping Spence because like, come on, bro. Like, I don't even want to do that.
I would not give credit. I would stop. Wait. Repeat what you said. I wouldn't give TC credit for
stopping Porter.
You wouldn't, bro. You wouldn't. And I knew when he won that he wasn't gonna get no credit anyway.
But I never took credit. Wait a minute. Whoa. See, this is the problem. I never took credit away from Terrence Crawford stopping Sean Porter. I said Terrence Crawford was going to stop Sean Porter before the fight. When you didn't even think it was happening, you kept saying, "I don't see it." I already gave his prop for that.
But when he did,
listen. I'm not the person that was running around talking about Kenny did this and that. I didn't do that. Y'all want to lump me in with Blu-ray because we did a show and he was saying that, and I'm letting him cook the way that y'all let motherfuckers cook on some shit. Then y'all want to be like, "Oh, you said it." I never said that, and I never felt like that about that fight.
No, but sometimes when you don't speak up, then we don't know. So
that's part of the game.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. That's part of the game.
No, nigga. If you in the car.
He crucified me.
If you in the car, you in the car.
I'm not
listen.
If you in the car, if you in the car and BF robbed the bank, nigga, you going down with him.
Let me tell you something. I got too much shit to live for. If I'm in the car and I know BF is getting ready to rob a bank, I'm gonna open that bitch and roll out and let that nigga keep rolling.
You didn't know. You stayed in the car with BF.
I'll take some broken bones over being Young Thug's bunkmate. Okay, I'll take a couple broken bones over there.
Let's get this clear, y'all. Spence got in that car accident and he healed up and he fought Danny Garcia. That don't take away from Danny Garcia not being a bum just because Spence fought him on the way back of his recovery. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Drake. Not bum, bro.
No. I'm saying what I'm saying is that don't take away. I'm going with I'm following OTB and see y'all giving him credit, y'all giving Danny credit like he was a credible boxer before, like while Spence no, he wasn't credible. He was a gatekeeper then. So let's not get the Danny mixed up with Spence coming off the car accident, making Danny seem like he was some great credible boxer because he wasn't.
Drake, you missing one thing though. But Drake, you missing one thing though, Drake.
I got a question.
Yes, you missing on that, Drake.
Go ahead, bro.
The only thing that you're missing on that, Drake, is EJ will get the credit for the Danny. Like, all you got to do is go back and read the damn post, bro. Like, I mean, it's free. We can do that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But we don't got to do it because we all know that I'm definitely on one right now.
Danny is a gatekeeper. So it is what it is.
But you know how Danny became a gatekeeper at 147 is because Danny fought the top guys and lost to them all.
I agree. I agree.
So he became a gatekeeper by being tested, and then it proved
was he a gatekeeper before Spence fought him?
He was there. He was
okay then. So I don't want to hear this. When Spence got off the card, then he fought a top contender in Danny Garcia.
But hold on. But people there was a lot of people.
Can I drop the mic again, OTB?
But there's a lot of people, and let's just keep it 100.
Hey, Dreek, you've been getting a lot of wins lately.
Listen,
Drake on one, bro. He's back on stage where you're supposed to be, baby.
I appreciate y'all, baby.
Gotta get some paid in full ad libs for y'all, man.
Boy, you hit him like Rico, bro.
When you talk about like gatekeepers, like Danny Garcia, he fought Keith Thurman, he fought Sean Porter. Now we give Bud credit for stopping Sean Porter, but when Sean Porter fought Danny Garcia,
no, we don't.
The fight literally could have went either way. That fight was so close. It just came down to Sean Porter being a little bit busier than Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia landed a cleaner, harder, more effective punches. But we know Danny's not a volume guy, and Sean kind of outworked him for a win. So it's not like he was like some bum ass gatekeeper. It's just that when he fought the top guys. He didn't win. He didn't win one of them.
He came up short.
Y'all
like my
know
homie
I'm from
Tommy
Ohio,
Hearns.
right? Y'all know I'm from Ohio, right? So this
I'm
shit
from
about
Detroit.
to hurt.
Like Hearns
But I hate to say this shit, y'all. But Sean Porter wasn't shit but a gatekeeper either. Sean
Dreek
Porter's
said
best
that.
win was
Dreek
what?
said that. Yeah, Paulie Mack.
Yeah, I mean, we magnify. We magnify these.
Devin Haney.
We magnify this shit
Devin
when it's
Alexander.
on one side of the fence. But when it's on the other side of the fence, we flip the magnifying glass around and make it smaller.
You know what?
We gotta quit that shit,
I'm
bro.
not gonna be disrespectful.
I swear to God. I swear.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful.
Because y'all made that win over Danny Garcia sound like he beat up King Kong.
And the fact of the matter is, they records, they quality of opponents are equivalent until Ugas. Ugas put EJ in the topper echelon. Ugas made him be able to say, all right, I done fought way better motherfuckers than you. But until Ugas, y'all asses was equal. Until Ugas,
I feel he was still, you know, I can't do EJ
until
like
Ugas, who was
you
equal?
know what I'm saying? No,
until Ugas, man, shit, you can't say that Danny Garcia, who ain't beat nobody at 147, and the Sean Porter, who had already lost, got his ass whooped by Kell Brook. Best win before then was Adrian Broner. You can't say that. You can't say that he was a better win.
Who's equal? Come
on, man.
Equal to who?
Shit. The records was equal. Shit. You can't say that record was much better than Buzz.
Bro, you tripping. You know what y'all do? You know what y'all do? It's like stating like right now, with the fight
today.
Saying
y'all, and I was just agreeing with you.
With like the fight today with Danilo Donaire getting stopped against a new way, right? Danilo Donaire is an old fucking man, right? This ain't Danilo Donaire from 12 years ago when he was, you know what I'm saying, when he was fighting Regendow and getting a big name from back then. And what y'all like to do when y'all talk about resumes with Spence and Crawford and Mixon is like Spence fought these guys when they were younger and fresher years and years before.
Hold on.
Man, Spence fought Thurman and Triple G leftovers, but nobody seems to want to say that. Wow. I wonder why.
So Sean Porter had got his face beat in by Kell Brook, but Errol Spence fought the best version of him.
Wait.
He was a champion.
First of all, Sean Porter didn't
face beat in.
I don't know about him getting his face
cut up.
Most people was mad about that fight.
Bro, you remember all the blood that Kell Brook jabbed out of his fucking face in that fight?
Okay, but the reason why we can't...
OTB, does Kell Brook have power? Was he known for punching power?
No.
Oh, okay, good, okay.
No.
Okay, salute to my brother Keon, everything boxing in the building.
Salute to the Brody.
I felt he was known for his punching power because he actually had a name for his punch when he was putting motherfuckers down. Like he didn't put Porter down, but he was known for his right hand.
Right. And he did, like, yeah, I mean, you respected Kell Brook power, but shit, as far as how we look at power in the context of what power is how your opponent respond to it. You feel me? It ain't what you say you got. Shit, fuck that. How do your opponents?
No, I just think he had decent power. What I'm getting at,
he did have decent power in his prime.
He was a big welterweight.
Anytime a person feel like they can be successful at 154, you feel me? He moved up and was successful. He moved up and fought Triple G, who was the boogeyman. I mean, which is something that we got to congratulate Kell Brook for in boxing because he was a warrior, bro. He went up there and fought that shit. Shit, ain't none of these motherfuckers doing it.
I'm not congratulating him.
We begging these motherfuckers to fight the best in their own division.
We got to congratulate Kell Brook.
No, we don't, Dreek. No, we don't.
You can't.
The reason why we don't is because he was ducking Earl, bro. That's the reason why he did that, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it a band, bro.
But he fought Earl.
Well,
no, because once he loses to Earl, it don't look that bad because he went up and down in the weight.
Before that, though, Goon,
so hold on.
Thurman or Porter didn't want none of Kell Brook, bro.
None, zero.
He couldn't get no fights at 147.
Nobody gonna fight Kell Brook but Devin Alexander. That's the only motherfucking smoke Kell Brook that can say the duck Kell Brook. Other than that, Kell Brook signed up for all the smoke.
Earl was his mandatory. They told him, like, bro, what are you gonna do with this belt, bro? Oh, I'm going to fight Triple G.
Triple G, and then I'm gonna come back and fight him.
Right, we'll wait on you when you come back. And then he came back. I never think he wanted the Earl fight, y'all. Real shit.
He didn't want to fight, and it was a money grab.
So y'all think that he went to fight Triple G because he was scared
of Earl? It was a money
grab.
No, that's not. That's not what we're saying.
Oh,
that's
okay.
That's not what I'm saying. Listen.
Make it make sense to me in OTB.
It's real simple, right? Kell Brook, I remember him and Amir Khan always used to be going back and forth from all the way back then. I remember this perfectly. Him and Amir Khan was talking shit to each other, and Amir Khan said, "Look at my net worth and look at yours." He said, "You're broke." And Kell Brook had never had a big fight and made big money. And Eddie Hearn had a chance to make a fight with Triple G, and he didn't have anyone, and he threw it to Kell Brook for a payday.
Negative. You right on everything you said, but he did have somebody fight him. Chris Eubanks Jr. Cap.
Oh, right. Right. So because Eubanks Jr. didn't fight, he asked Kell Brook, and Kell Brook stepped up to the plate to take it for a payday, while his team already knew what the deal was. Triple G was the biggest fucking puncher, one of the biggest punchers in the entire sport at that time, for motherfuckers who wasn't coming up in 2 weight classes.
So how do we not congratulate that, bro?
Listen,
how do we not congratulate that?
We're
talking about
you know why? Because of exactly. I'm gonna tell you why I don't congratulate it. I'm gonna tell you why I don't congratulate it. Because I listen to what motherfuckers say, and what Kell Brook said before he fought Triple G, and they was pressuring him to fight Errol Spence. He was calling him Jeff Lacey 2.0, and nobody knows who he is, and all this other stuff, and he wasn't trying to make the fight. That's a fact.
But he made the fight, bro.
No, he wasn't trying to make the fight.
It
was a mandatory. He could have just fought him. He didn't try to make the fight. You know why he didn't try to make the fight? He could have
dropped out of it like he did the Devin Alexander.
Okay, let's be black and white. Let's be black and white, Kwame and Goon, to me and OTB, because we having a problem understanding this. Y'all saying that Kell Brook ducked Spence to go up to fight Triple G? Or what is y'all saying?
This shit sound crazy to me.
No. If you want to hear it, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly
hell nah, Goon.
That's exactly what the fuck I'm saying.
Get the fuck out of
took an opportunity. Kell Brook took an opportunity
to get more money.
Because
y'all, I can go back. I remember AB begging Kell Brook not to go fight Triple G, talking about how people die in the ring. Bro, don't do it.
Y'all not listening.
Don't play with them boys
y'all
up
not
there.
listening. Kell Brook took a opportunity for a payday. If Kell Brook would have fought Errol Spence and would have just lost, he would have lost and not made a lot of money, and he would have been irrelevant and been fucked up. He saw there was strategically. They saw there was an opportunity to go get a bag with Triple G.
Then?
Thank you. Who had he be?
He was a
Who
nigga.
the fuck was gonna be scared
of
him?
He was a
Who
nigga.
was Earl Spence?
Why would you be scared of him?
Thanks, Goon.
There wasn't nobody fucking scared of him, y'all.
Thanks, Goon. Who was he?
Yeah, no problem. The nigga that Keith Thurman wasn't trying to fight.
Now, who was Keith Thurman at the time? How many belts Keith Thurman had at that time?
Who did Keith Thurman be?
He was the man. He was the best welterweight. That's
who did Keith Thurman be? Not
he beat everybody to get all the belts.
Hell nah.
He beat everybody to get all the belts.
Interim titles. Interim.
So y'all saying that Kell Brook ducked Spence, which was a nobody back then during this time period, to go up to fight the most dangerous man in boxing and Triple G?
That's what I'm saying.
He did it for listen. There was this Dreeko.
This is what the fuck, Keon. You see what the fuck I'm dealing with, bro?
Goon,
bro. I ain't even like
Goon. I want you to see this, right? I want you to.
I'm about to start crying, OTB.
This is how I'm gonna get Dreeko. This is how I'm
disappointed right now.
Dreeko is the king.
Y'all know boxing better than this.
Goon, who's the king of conspiracy theories when it comes to boxing? Dreeko. He gonna tell you why this shit happened that never happened, or why this happened. But when you tell him that Kell Brook went and fought Triple G so he could get a payday, and his team also was down with it because they weren't going to allow him to go. Listen,
hey,
the team ain't beg him not to because his trainer showed up for the fight.
Listen,
when his team begged him not to, it was against Bud, and they didn't his trainer didn't even show up.
So hold on. Let's look at the context of these fights.
OTB,
go ahead,
on some real shit. It was a handshake agreement with Kell in his corner. Now, this is my opinion. This is not a fact, but this is my conspiracy theory on it. When Triple G went to banging his ass with them heavy shots,
I got this shit too.
The concussive shots, Kell, I seen him turn like a dog and look
at his corner.
You know, I already knew what time that was, bro.
Throw in the towel.
2-for-1 payday. He got a 2-for-1 payday.
He got a 2-for-1.
So Kell Brook wasn't successful against Triple G.
We're not saying he wasn't successful.
Hold on. Listen to where I'm going. Listen, let me get where I'm going. Let me cut my GPS on.
Sometimes in the fight, yes.
So can we agree that Triple G? I mean that Kell Brook had some success against Triple G in that fight.
He absolutely did.
Yes, sir. Yes, he had time.
So he had success against
Canelo.
So right. But he had success against the most dangerous person in boxing at the time, but he was scared to fight.
Listen,
the motherfucker who ain't nobody know.
You see what you see what?
Are y'all serious?
Go. Do you see what they
are y'all? It's only one way to look at it.
Go. The headache with these guys.
Come on, man. The champ is here.
They skip over your answer.
The champ is here.
They ask you a question. You answer the question. They skip over your answer and then go back to their own narrative.
I acknowledge your answer. It just didn't make no sense.
Right? Is that not what just happened? We said it was a money grab. You keep saying he was scared.
Bro.
It was a money grab.
A money grab, but he had success in the fight.
We all know in boxing.
A money grab, but he was successful.
I don't use scared talk.
Listen,
I don't use
after
Kell
Brook,
I don't use scared talk.
Look, after Kell Brook lost to Earl Spence, where the fuck did his career go after that? Where did it go?
He won two more fights.
No, I'm just saying in terms of notoriety, where did his career go?
No, his only name was after that was fighting Amir Khan. Let's be honest, y'all.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying first,
but the first Canelo fight, Canelo go out there fighting like Kell Brook. It's the only time we ever seen him bouncing on his toes and trying to box. Because Kell Brook gave us the blueprint.
Which fight?
In the first Canelo Triple G fight. Yeah, I mean, so Canelo go out there trying to emulate, the Kell Brook success. You understand? But I'm supposed to believe that this man was scared to fight.
Dreek, go out and come back in.
Way much less complex fighter. And it's not like Earl Spence is a complex fighter, y'all. He's basic for real.
Hear me out. And I feel where you're going with it. But just hear what I'm saying. When I say scared to fight, I'm not saying in the sense of I'm scared to fight this nigga. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he was apprehensive in that particular fight, and he felt that he can grab this money over here. If I dare to be great and win, I'm the motherfucking man, and now I'm in 2 divisions with the belts or whatever. It didn't work out. Now I gotta fight my mandatory.
Cool, and I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna support your argument.
How can we not congratulate that? And we begging fighters to fight the best fighters in their own damn division, y'all.
We're not saying that we don't congratulate that from the sport.
That's where the conversation started.
Let me finish, OGB. I'm saying we're not congratulating him as in the sport of boxing and being a warrior and stepping up and fighting someone like Triple G. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that it was calculated. It was calculated, right? It wasn't a situation where it was like, okay, you know what? Like Mikey Garcia was like, you know what? I want to dare to be great and fight Earl Spence. It was like, okay, I won in these divisions. I want to test myself. That's not what happened with Kell Brook. What happened with Kell Brook was Eddie Hearn, and it came out when he fought against Terrence Crawford. When Eddie Hearn had his time and his opportunity to match up a fight with Matchroom and Triple G, he needed a fighter. He went through Eubanks. He didn't do it. They gave it to Kell Brook. Now, to support Goon's claim is this. When I say this, his stock went down after he lost to Errol Spence. His stock wasn't going to go down if he lost to Triple G because he was never expected to win it. And to prove that point, the big argument in the press conference with Derek James and Dominic Ingle was, why the fuck we keep talking about a loss with Triple G? Brag about the fights that you won.
OTB, I got this one.
Y'all want to give the man a consolation prize. Let's talk about the fights that he won.
And I'm not going to do that. No consolation prizes for me, bro.
OTB, I got this one right here. Because y'all, I find it hard pressed to believe that it was just a money grab with Kell Brook. For one, Thurman faked a neck injury. Thurman faked a neck injury to not fight Kell Brook at the time. They had to drag Porter into the ring with him, and he threw Porter around. Didn't nobody want part of Kell Brook? So to believe that Kell Brook said, I'm just gonna go up there and fight the most dangerous man in the sport, and just for a money grab? No, Kell Brook didn't go up there and lay down. Kell Brook won the first 4 rounds of that fight, and then to compare, And to compare Mikey and be there to be great against Spence is because Mikey seen something that Spence was doing outside of the ring, and he thought that he could take advantage of that fact when he got inside of the ring. And why did he see that? It's because of the blueprint that Kell Brook laid down when he said he could throw that right hand over Spence's lazy jab at times.
Well, that can't be, but that doesn't even make sense, Dreeko. The reason that doesn't even make sense is you're saying that Mikey Garcia looked at the Kell Brook fight and then said he could do something against Errol Spence. But when Errol Spence fought Kell Brook, he was a fucking gym rat. So, like, that doesn't even, first of all, that don't even make sense.
Bro,
the second thing is,
why don't it make sense?
Right, I just
wasn't Kell successful with jabbing? I mean, hitting with the right hand over Spence's jab. Wasn't Spence drinking and driving at the time?
No, he wasn't. He was successful the same way he was successful against Bud. That's why you need to watch film. He was successful with his
Bud
jab.
ain't in it though. We're not talking about Bud right now.
We're
saying was Kell Brook successful with giving that right hand, throwing that right hand over Spence's lazy jab?
He wasn't. I watched the fight at least 20 times. He was successful countering Spence's jab with his jab. That's what he was successful at. Not with his right. He's saying he's countering him with right hands over his jab. That's false.
No. What Kwame said, that's what Dreek was trying to say, though.
That's what Dreek was trying to say, Kwame.
Well, he got to say it. I mean,
with a technicality within the arm.
I know Dreek. Look,
come on,
Dreek been on fire
tonight. Look, I understand that Dreek just did a bid, so he's coming out talking like Big Brother.
I'm kicking your ass tonight. That's all it is, too. I'm kicking your ass tonight. Mikey seen that, and Mikey said, Spencer's getting drunk. He ain't carrying himself right outside the ring, living right outside the ring. I think I got a shot at this right here.
Why did he say that? Because he had success against who? Adrian
There
Broner.
You go. There you go.
Doing the same shit. Lightning don't strike twice in the same place.
There you go.
And Mikey ain't been the same. And Mikey ain't been the same either. Thank God Earl Spence wasn't doing shit when he fought Mikey. Mikey might have been dead. Shit, Mikey caught the type of punches Ugas caught. He wouldn't have made it through that. So,
that's the truth.
Right.
I just want you to know you got to tiptoe when you do them comparisons around me, and you call me the conspiracy theorist. Let's get it together, bro.
Who is this? Okay.
I'm here to straighten up your act
today. Let me read this foolery.
You've been getting away with a lot of shit.
I'll debunk that shit right now.
Boy, y'all better stay locked in. It's gonna be a hell of a year in boxing. My bad. Let me go through this comment so I can address J Rod's Level Up Boxing TV. Salute to you, fam, for the support. Right. I'll debunk that shit right now. If Kell Brook was looking for a money grab, why after the fight he showed up in Bud dressing room searching for validation? Brook was upset that he lost. Let me address
that. That did happen though.
But let me address that. First of all, as a competitor, especially if you're an undefeated fighter, a loss is going to stick with you regardless. You went up there and you fought. He lost, but it was a money grab. Even Mayweather said it was a money grab. And it was
Hey,
a
Kwame,
money grab.
Now we gonna listen to what
because
Floyd say
drop-
about another boxer.
Hold. It was.
Can you
Let
drop
me just,
Facebook mark the link?
You could drop it to him. Go ahead and drop it to him. You guys send it to him on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
The reason why it was a money grab is because look, management. We see this all the time. Boxing fighters, management, who picks the fights for their career, they're apprehensive to put their guy in there with someone who's going to mutilate them, right? Moving up 2 weight classes to fight Triple G was like a death sentence back then, right? But there's a way that you could safeguard it. Is, hey, I know we don't belong up here, and once my fighter starts getting beat up, we're gonna do what? We're gonna throw in the towel, right? Now, and I bring this up all the time, and I could never get an answer for this question right here. I could never get an answer for this question. If Kell Brook moved up 2 weight classes and was fighting the biggest puncher possibly at that time in the sport, besides Deontay Wilder, a guy who was knocking out true 160-pound fighters cold, how come Kell Brook never hit the canvas or was never out on his feet and he moved up 2 weight classes?
Bro, look, Kwame, I get what you're saying on that. Like, I don't never even want you to think that I don't get where you're coming from on that. But in that fight, it wasn't a fight like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like when Canelo finally got a hold of Amir Khan and hit him, even though we knew his chin wasn't shit, we didn't think that about Kell. But like, he was taking some punishment in that fight. They had a handshake agreement. Trust me. I think I know this one, bro. You know, he looked good because he came up from 2 weight classes. He's going to be faster than him. That's
right.
Off top. Triple G is a heavy-footed fighter, you know, on his front foot. So he could look good for a minute, but the minute he get in trouble, they was going to save him. They was going to save him.
And that's exactly what happened. They saved him because they said, first of all, he don't even belong up here, and he still has a career down at 147.
Period.
So we're not going to let him get beat to death where he don't have no career, and he has a belt at 147.
That's fine, but we still gotta congratulate it when we looking at fighters who won't even fight the best in their own damn division.
Listen, why is we giving out a consolation prize though? He didn't win the fight.
We begging, so what? We begging these niggas to fight the person that's right next to them. He fighting the person that's up from him, and we can't congratulate this.
OTB, hold up.
We fans of boxing.
OTB. Didn't we just hear Kwame say that Mikey Garcia dared to be great when he moved up and fight Spence?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I explained.
And now in the same 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, you said
handle the truth.
No.
5 minutes later, you on his not giving Kell Brook his props for moving up, fighting the most dangerous man in boxing.
Y'all better sub to these channels.
I hear you.
I'm upset. I'm upset because, again, this is what I said earlier. It's our fault. Again, we didn't put any money on his books.
Yeah, J. Rod.
Commissary. We didn't put any money on his books.
We can't bring up the prison bid though.
Because I clearly told him no, but it's our fault because we got our man. Just got out yesterday and he fucked up. He can't even hear. We should at least put something on his books.
I'm on track, baby.
Because I clearly said just a little while ago when I brought up Mikey Garcia, I said Mikey Garcia dared to be great because he wasn't in a situation that the promoter was in, like with Eddie Hearn.
But you said he dared to be great.
He wasn't in that situation.
And in the same sentence, 5 minutes later,
Garcia's situation was different. Mikey Garcia hold on a second. Mikey Garcia fought at 130. He fought at 135. He fought Broner at 140. He fought Lipnitz at 140. He went back down and fought Bunny at 135. All dominating wins. All big ticket seller, and said, I want to see if I could go to 147 and do that. Right,
but that's all good.
Kell Brook, hold on. Kell Brook had a mandatory. Kell Brook had a mandatory at his weight class because his promoter didn't have someone to make the payday with. Then Kell Brook fought for the payday. And Kell Brook even brought that up when he was mad when he fought Crawford.
But Mikey was
hold
daring
on,
to be
Facebook
great.
Mark,
Hold on,
check
am
your
I
messenger.
wrong about
the
this,
link.
Goon? Didn't Kell
Check
Brook
your
bring this up when he fought Bud Crawford? And he did an interview and he said he was mad about Eddie Hearn blocking the fight in the UK. And he said Eddie Hearn, when
So we gonna act like Loma went down at 35 when Mikey jumped his ass up there to fight EJ?
He said Eddie Hearn.
That's what we doing.
You know what's messed up? When you was fucked up and you needed someone to fight Kell Brook, I stepped up and I did it to help you out, right? But then you went and blocked my. Am I lying, Goon?
So
is that false?
So we gonna act like Lomachenko went at 35
Kwame,
when Mikey jumped his ass up there.
You're not wrong on what you're saying, Kwame.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, I give you that, but we gonna call a duck, y'all. We can't make it a goose because it's closer to us. You feel me? Mikey jumped his ass up there the same way.
Why?
Pull his ass off.
Now, hold on.
For a payday. Ain't no
pull his ass off the fence, OTB.
That was a big payday.
Pull him off the fence.
Why the fuck is we giving out all these motherfucking damn participation trophies, bro? You know, we're not gonna do that because we love boxing, right? A nigga gotta lose, right?
Well, that's what we just did when we talk about Mikey.
I ain't no props for losing. I ain't gave neither one of them. But I ain't gave neither one of them no props for losing, though.
Shit, Mikey punk ass should have fought Loma, who was down there at 35. Stay down there and fight Tank, who was down there at 35. Now, don't talk. You know what I mean? Shit, we gonna call a duck. We ain't gonna make it a
how
goose.
You gonna give a nigga a props for losing, though, dog? Like, how?
Because you see why.
Well, we don't give Broner props. He went up there and beat Malinowski.
You're going against the code, Goon. You're going against the code. See what happened is Goon's being honest right now, and these two guys are still working out of a place from trying to bring Spence down to protect Buzz. They're like, well, with Mikey.
No, I'm not.
I'm saying that we gotta be even, bro. Because I done heard Kwame say, "Goddamn it," that when Broner jumped up there, you understand? Shit, he jumped up and was successful. So let's be real about how we gave people there to be great.
We gave AB his props for a tooth and nail fight with Paulie.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't knocking Spence when I mentioned Mikey. I was just bringing up the analogy that you gave Mikey props and said he dared to be great when he went up and challenged Spence, which was the most dangerous man at 147. But then you took that same props and took it away from Kell Brook when he moved up to fight the most dangerous man. And
because Errol Spence was there. Because Errol Spence was hold on. Because Errol Spence was still at 147. You understand?
And you know what? And you know what Mikey did?
Just like Vasily Lomachenko was still at 35.
You know what Mikey did?
You know why at 30.
You preaching, OTB.
You know what? I'm not gonna give his bitch ass no props, Dreeko, because see now you trying to make me go in my bag. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna give his bitch ass no props. Because you know what? Mikey Garcia, when he stepped up and dared to be gay against
he mad.
And his own brother said, hey, I should call the fight. It don't make sense. You getting punched too much. Mikey Garcia kept fighting, right? He was going to go out on his shield. Kell Brook, when he started getting clocked, the nigga started looking at his corner and they threw in a towel for him.
Yeah, I give you that.
Okay.
His face was broke.
But Mikey was a punching bag too, though.
Hold on, though. So y'all gonna tell me in a fight that Errol Spence said himself, I wanted to box the whole fight. So my intentions wasn't never to stop him. Don't talk that shit to me, y'all. Don't talk that.
I was at the
2 arms up, touchdown.
For OTB, I never bought that anyway, though.
I never bought that
anyway.
But before then, he had stopped everybody, but he went out there and went 12 rounds with somebody who moved up from 135. Y'all don't buy that?
No,
but he just broke you guys' face.
I'm agreeing with you.
Like,
bro.
come on. I ain't saying that you gone.
Look,
I ain't not you gone.
He didn't stop. Look, he didn't stop Mikey Garcia. I mean, that's kind of off topic, but like I said, that always got to kick in.
That really
you guys
was
lose the argument to bring Earl down some way. But I get it. I get it. Right?
Because we got to look at everything with the same perspective.
I get it.
Look, our 2020 glasses.
He didn't stop Mikey. Look, he didn't stop Mikey, right? But you know what? Mikey, we talking about Mikey. Mikey dared to be great. He stepped up. He took his beating like a man.
I hate when y'all say that shit.
When his brother, when his own brother,
you know what? No problem.
Yeah, but when his brother said, when his brother was saying, "Hey, you know what, Mikey? It don't even make sense."
You just said it again, Kwame.
Okay, watch this, y'all. Now let's be honest, and now we about to get off topic a little bit because you know I'm about to spin this shit a little bit. Let's be honest. Was any of y'all betting against Earl in that fight?
Hell no. No one was.
Okay.
I mean, he moved up. I mean, who's gonna?
I'm setting the play up. Just work with me.
There go the
I've been studying this shit. I've been studying this shit. So we didn't even think that Earl would lose that fight. So why does he get so many props for winning that guy? You feel what I'm saying? We didn't think that Danny was gonna beat Earl, bro. I know. Well, I'm not gonna say we. I'm gonna say me. I didn't think Danny was gonna beat him. I didn't think Sean Porter was gonna beat him. And the list goes on and on. The same way with Bud and all the people that he done fought. But the only thing is, like, you got people that like either side for whatever reason they like. I told y'all I like boxer punchers. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go on this side, but it's so far-fetched on the other side. Like, I can't believe you going against my guy.
Look, I hear all of that. I get all that. And it is kind of go a little bit off topic, and I don't want to go into that tangent because we could go down that rabbit hole for a minute, right? All I'm saying is my whole argument is this.
What's up, Doc?
Mikey Garcia had heart, and he wanted to finish the fight when his own people wanted to stop the fight. Kell Brook, when he fought Triple G, was over there still. Because I could put we could replay the highlights. I'll put the shit on for you. And he clearly looked over at them niggas to be like, throw the fucking towel in. Soon he started getting pounded on in the 5th round, and the shit had nothing. Had nothing to do with his eye.
What's the difference in that?
Hey, Kwame,
Errol Spence saving Mikey Garcia.
Correct.
That's the only difference. That's the only difference. Triple G went out there trying to stop Kell Brook. EJ wasn't going out there trying to get no knockout. He made it clear.
I was at the fight, bro. EJ was trying to get a knockout. Yeah, I was at the fight. I was ringside for that fight. I was ringside. I was there.
Bro.
EJ was trying to get a knockout. He just couldn't knock him out because
bullshit. But he could break you guys' face.
Yeah,
but you couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia.
I don't
coming
want
up from 35.
Because what's going to happen?
Oh my gosh! You better not be. Shout out to Young Thug Lawyer.
What y'all trying to do is bait me into be like, oh well, Earl wasn't focused or Earl wasn't this. Look, he didn't knock the man out. He tried to knock the man out.
He didn't knock the man.
Look, he didn't knock Mikey Garcia out.
Gonna get my ass banked.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't knocked Mikey Garcia out, and I get it. Right? But I mean, before that, he had 11 straight against guys who were bigger than Mikey. So sometimes it may not be your night for whatever reason. Maybe it's shit you didn't do in preparation. Maybe it wasn't your night. Maybe whatever it is. But what I do know, while you trying to discredit him for what he didn't do to Mikey Garcia sure ain't been active the same way after he took that long ass whooping. Mikey Garcia is losing to tomato cans all of a sudden. Mikey Garcia was getting his ass tagged up by El Torribe in an exhibition fight after Earl Spence put hands on him. So look, it's cool. He ain't knocked the man out.
I agree with that. You know Earl Spence is a masterful boxer, right?
Yeah. Now here we go with the bullshit. So all I'm saying is that
I ain't buying that shit, Dreek. I'm just letting bro finish.
At the end of the day, Kell Brook took a payday.
No,
because he took a payday.
Mikey did
and he took a payday because he ain't had no big money fights before, and it wasn't going to hurt his stock losing to Triple G. If he would have once he lost to Errol Spence, Kell Brook was never on top ever again after that.
Bruh, who was Earl Spence back then?
I gotta agree with Kwame on this one, bro.
I don't agree because Earl Spence was a nobody back then.
How he wasn't
listen, he wasn't a nobody.
Watch me cook.
And let me tell you something else.
Watch me cook Dreeko in this. Isn't this the same Dreeko that says, "Oh, Earl Spence, man, he was the one who got the endorsement from Floyd. He was big as ever back then."
I was trying to set you up. I was trying to set you up.
You can't set me up, Dreeko.
I was trying to set you up. You took my play from me.
Yeah, I sure did. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, he had the biggest guy in boxing and everything that was going on.
And I'm gonna tell you where I was going with it. Because you didn't get all the play. Because what I was going to tell you is I was going to ask you, was Spence ever in a 50-50 fight? And you was going to say, yes, Kell Brook. And I was going to say.
He said it before.
And I was going to say that was not a 50-50 fight because Spence was talented to,
he was a heavy favorite.
Yeah, he was the favorite from Vegas, even including numbers.
Well, Vegas
and
is
we only go off of facts.
It's pretty. I mean, think about it. Errol Spence had a 10. Hold on, at that point, he had 11 straight knockouts, and his last knockout was Ocampo. So he was on an 8 knockout. He had 8 straight knockouts at that point.
So right? After 3 years, you agree? You agree with me?
So he had 8 straight knockouts at that point, and Kell Brook is coming off of an eye injury with Triple G. When Vegas makes the odds, they're gonna make the odds. But from the boxers, based on saying Errol Spence, because everyone was saying this. See, this is what people tend to forget. When Errol Spence was coming up, everyone said, "Oh, he ain't fought nobody." Bundu was 40 years old. Algieri is a small guy. Van Heerden, who was that? So by that time, based on the competition he had fought, right, and then Kell Brook being experienced and beating Sean Porter, and Earl hadn't been in there with a top guy. That's why people said it was a 50-50 fight, not based on the fact that. What Vegas is looking at is, hey, this guy had his face broken. This guy's in the 8-fight winning streak. This guy's going to be the heavy favorite. Now, from the boxers' perspectives, from the hardcore fans who look at it and say, oh, no, Kell Brook, he could fight. Kell Brook, when you go look at the Triple G fight, it was like, oh, his eye socket. But like I said, no one see Kell Brook broken in that fight. No one see Kell Brook go down from a body shot or go down from a head shot
right before they threw the towel in.
He finished on his feet because his corner threw the fucking towel in to save him from taking a hellacious beating because he still had a career at 147. And if you guys can't admit to that, and if you guys can't admit to that, that's crazy. You telling me that his corner, his management team is going to say, yeah, we're going to just let him go all out war like they allowed him to go with EJ with his eye broken from 3 rounds earlier, swollen worse, knocked down.
EJ was a less dangerous fighter than Triple G at that time, bro.
Facts. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Facts.
I don't
Triple
think so.
G was, bro.
I don't think so. Who gave? Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
Triple G was a world class fighter, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who gave Kell Brook a worse beating? Triple G or Errol Spence? Who gave him a worse beating?
I mean, but what do that got to do with?
Were you saying that Triple G was a more dangerous fighter?
He was. That shouldn't even be a debate, bro.
But how dangerous can you be if the corner's gonna throw in the towel before you could put all the danger on him?
That just shows how dangerous.
As soon as you get into trouble, you throw in the towel.
That shows you that danger was right around the corner, bro.
Yeah, but
they knew.
They're basically saying, hey, you know what they're saying? They're saying, hey, look, you know what? You don't even belong in here with Triple G. Like, let's just be fair.
At that time, bro, we can't say that EJ was dangerous. Like
Amir Khan didn't even belong in there with Canelo Alvarez.
OTB, you see what I'm going through? So you're saying that at that time, Spence had what, 18 fights, 15, 18 fights at that time? He was a nobody with no belts.
12, 13.
Yeah. And Triple G, a world-class champion with the most feared man in boxing at that time period.
Because let's remember, we ain't think Triple G was mortal to Canelo beat his ass.
Yeah, you trying to say that Spence was on his level at that point in time? That's what you're telling us right now.
Spence had more hype than him at that time, number one, and Spence basically hold on. Okay, since y'all can't.
That wasn't the question, no. That wasn't the question.
I'm gonna answer the question for you.
My question was
Triple G. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question, Dreeko. All right, Triple G was super dangerous, right? At that time, Who the fuck Triple G fought up until he fought Kell Brook? Who he fought?
Who
did he fight?
We know that, bro.
Was Triple G the most dangerous man in boxing?
Lizardo was one victim.
No, he was the most dangerous man. He was one of the most dangerous men in boxing.
Facts.
He was one of, and he was the most dangerous in his weight class.
Spence wasn't even on that list, bro.
There you go.
Nobody know the fuck he was.
That's not true. Spence,
come on,
Spence
man.
was Spence was known. Spence at that time at 147 was known to be one of the most dangerous fighters in his weight class before he even fought those guys.
No, bro.
Okay, all right.
No, bro.
Okay, so why Keith Thurman?
What had he done to make him dangerous?
So why Keith Thurman with two belts?
What had he done to make him dangerous? Why Keith Thurman
didn't fight him then? When Mayweather said, you know what, I'll vacate the belt, y'all can fight. You and Earl Spence can fight for a belt, and why Keith Thurman didn't fight him then?
Kwame, you tell us.
He fought everybody else. Why? He fought Sean Porter. He fought Diego Chavez.
OTB. I've been going back and forth with Kwame about this for 3 years now, and he finally coming around.
You know how I feel about Keith Thurman.
Why was Spence? Anyway? Why was Spence getting all this props before he even had 10 fights? What was the reason for that?
Not before he had 10. Well, yeah. So before he had 10 fights. Yeah, he
just say two names. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather.
Absolutely. Okay then.
But also, but also it wasn't. But you know what it was though? It was Floyd's endorsement was the icing on the cake after they found out he sparred Floyd. But the boxing insiders knew from sessions that him going into the gym and sparring guys, people were witnessing what he was doing to motherfuckers inside the ring. People were seeing it.
So Kell Brook wasn't a 50-50 fight then, right?
Listen, people said it was a 50-50 fight. People said it was a 50-50 fight. A lot of people, even during the commentating,
you straddling the fence.
Paulie Malignaggi, who I don't be agreeing with most of the time, but a lot of time Paulie, he be saying exactly what his truth is. And Paulie even said, Spence, he's good, but I don't know if they put him in there too quick because this guy Brook is really good. Maybe against this level of guy.
That let you know right there. That if he said that about Brook, then Triple G beat Brook. Then what does that make Triple G, bro?
But Triple G's 2 weight classes above him. He's supposed to.
Kwame ain't hearing this shit, y'all.
Like Earl's supposed to beat Mike. Period. Like Earl's supposed to, but it's true. It's like. But he's 2 weight classes above, so he's supposed
Kwame ain't hearing this shit.
Like Earl is supposed to do the same thing with Mikey.
But you compared Earl as you compared the danger of Triple G as the same as Earl was dangerous, bro. And that wasn't the fact.
How many knockouts Triple G had?
That wasn't the. But that wasn't the facts back then, bro. No. Don't bring it up right now. Go back. No, go back to when Kell Brook fought Triple G. Go take it from there and look at Earl Spence's record and look at what they said about Triple G during that time period. Triple G was undestructible at that time, bro.
I'm gonna see.
He was like a Drago back then. OTB and Goon, y'all know this. The chat even know it. I know y'all love Earl, and I know y'all that Earl just came with a cosign from Mayweather, bro. He wasn't a menacing person in that ring. His accolades was outside that ring in that gym and sparring. That's where he got his props from. Inside that ring, bro. That's Triple G.
So let's look at this, right? So we'll just bring it up. So here's Triple G. Here's Triple G's box rec. Well, it's not up to date because he fought someone since Alvarez. But what we're talking about.
Told you.
Oh no! This is his upcoming fight. All right, so this is up to date. All right, correct. All right, so we're gonna look.
I can't believe you put Earl on Triple G level.
No. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, right? So when Earl Spence won his belt against Kell Brook, I believe it was in May. It was in May of 2017 is when he won his belt. So Triple G had beat Danny Jacobs in 2017. That was like the biggest name, right? Where he was exposed a little, but he lost, right? And and Danny Jacobs took the fight because he saw the success Kell Brook had. So let's just look, right? So he fought Kell Brook, Dominic Wade, David Lemieux, Willie Monroe Jr., Martin Murray, Marco Antonio Rubio, right?
Right.
This is who he fought. All TKOs and KOs. That's what he was doing. Okay. So these guys ain't world beaters or top guys, and he was stopping them between that time. And we got from that time from Danny Jacobs, before that, we go back here to Danny Jacobs, right? So stoppage, 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 stoppage. So we'll go to 2000, Curtis Stevens. So we'll go to 2013, right? Those are all stoppages. So it's about 8, right? So we'll go in and then we'll put in Earl Spence. And then we'll go take a look at what he was doing, because these ain't no big ass names here. Because these ain't big names at all. So we'll now go take a look at that. We'll look at Earl Spence from 2017 to 2013.
The comparison are not going to be equal to me.
All right, so Kell Brook, stoppage, Bundu, stoppage, Algieri, stoppage, Barrera. This guy, he broke his jaw too, and his ribs, broke his face too. This was not your Berenstein fighter. Stoppage, 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 stoppage. It's the same shit. They did
No,
the
it
same.
ain't.
They did the
It's
same
not the
shit.
same, and that's not the same. And you're being
How it's not the
subjective right
same?
now
Well, it's
because
not. It's about it.
GGG was doing it on an elite level, and Spence wasn't.
Facts.
That's the
Facts.
difference.
What elite
I'm
level
to
we
the
just
drop the
showed?
mic again.
He
I'm
was a
dropping the mic
champion.
again.
How is
I'm dropping the mic.
How is it an elite
Because
level?
he was a champion. Then,
How is it
bro.
elite? How is it an elite
Because
level?
GGG was a champion.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the level of opposition.
He was
I
a
know.
champion.
He was a
Anyone
champion.
can
The
get
level of
listen.
opposition that ain't gonna be the same for a prospect as it is for a champion, bro.
Hello.
You can't argue that, Kwame.
Oh my gosh, bro! We look at a lot of these fighters. They have one belt, right? Because they don't have mandatories.
God damn,
these
you
other
got
fighters
it bad,
fight,
bro.
right?
Woo.
And what they'll do is they don't fight top. Everyone says it. GGG is known for being overrated back then. He didn't fight.
You are the biggest Errol Spence fan
Yes,
I
he
have
is.
ever fucking
Yes.
Listen.
This shit
Yes.
is crazy.
Listen. Triple G, I'm bringing up facts. You guys just talking off of, oh, you expand, you and this and that.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact right there. What you're talking about?
What we said was
a box rec record does not compare to what Triple G was. He was the most feared
that's
man.
not what you said. You said dangerous.
You
right?
know the most dangerous. He was the most dangerous.
Two different things.
Listen. We gonna take Triple G. I stand on it. Triple G was the most dangerous. I even narrow it down for you. Triple G was more dangerous than Earl Spence at that time. How about that?
So let me ask you a question.
That's accurate.
Who else? Okay. So let me ask you a question then, right?
Can't argue that, Kwame. It's a fact.
What other? Listen. I'm gonna ask you another question then. What other welterweight had that amount of stoppages in a row through the same time span as GGG? Because y'all talking about his belts. It wasn't Keith Thurman.
Say what?
As soon as Keith Thurman level of opposition stepped up, he stopped getting knockouts.
Kwame, you really gonna drown?
So what other welterweight? Hold on. What other welterweight had 8, 9, 10, 11 stoppages in a row? You talk about dangerous, right? So you telling me a motherfucker who got 8, 9, 10 stoppages in a row, he's not dangerous?
Hey,
I'm not saying he's not dangerous. We saying he's not as dangerous as Triple G at that time.
Exactly.
Okay.
At that time, you can't compare somebody who just starts stopping motherfuckers to somebody who's been stopping.
So if he wasn't dangerous,
people
so if he
who
wasn't
was
so if he wasn't dangerous, right? If he wasn't dangerous like Triple G, how come none of the top welterweights fought him until they saw that he didn't knock Mikey Garcia out if he wasn't dangerous?
Gosh.
No, it's a
who
question.
Was the top welterweights then? Who was the top welterweights then?
Sean Porter. He's not on. But they asked Sean Porter. He's not on my radar right now. Remember that?
He wasn't.
I bet. But what was funny was that he wasn't on his radar. Is that Kell Brook took his IBF belt, right?
Kell Brook was the man at 47.
Okay, but he wasn't on Spence's radar, right? Spence wasn't on his radar. But Kell Brook took the only belt he had at that point, which was the IBF, right? Sean Porter flew his ass. He wasn't even commentating fights back then. Flew his ass all the way to England to watch that fight, to jump in the ring to call Kell Brook out for a rematch. But when Kell Brook lost and it went back to EJ, he never wanted to get his belt back.
So you saying
what are we talking about?
You going through all of this to put Spence, a 2013 Spence on Triple G 2013 level?
In terms of being dangerous, in terms of being a dangerous fight at that time in his weight class, absolutely.
OTB, people wouldn't believe this if I told them this.
Hell, man,
they would not believe.
I'm not even going. Yeah, I mean, I ain't even gonna make bro stand on that, man. Bro, just I mean, he in the Matrix right now.
Hey, as my man Batman would say, rest in peace. Stop this shit, man.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
this is one of the brightest boxing minds I ever talked to.
A guy doesn't need to have a belt to be considered dangerous.
You wouldn't know it now.
A guy doesn't need to have a belt to be considered dangerous.
Kwame he's boxing pugilist outside of Earl Spence. When it comes to Earl Spence, he becomes emotional, and his emotions cover
anything
and taint.
Other than that, bro, this is one of the brightest boxing minds that you would talk to.
Yes, right
one
now,
of the most. You understand his story, man? I know his shit.
Yeah, but right now, Kwame, I'm gonna have to give you the Carl Thomas Award, bro.
I almost sent you out of class, bro. I almost sent you out of our own class. Like,
yes,
man.
You got the Carl Thomas Emotional Award right now. Goes to Kwame.
That's only because you guys, won't use logic. You guys want to use. You guys go reputation. You don't. You're not using logic because I can back up what I'm saying with facts and numbers.
That's not factual, bro.
How is it not factual? If a guy has 10 straight knockouts in his life,
nobody else would argue this.
Can I explain my point, or you guys just going to talk over me? I'm saying if a guy has 10 straight knockouts, in his weight class, he's a dangerous fighter.
Okay, if you say so, Kwame.
Right. Okay, I'm not saying that he's not a dangerous fighter. Is he more dangerous than a fighter who's doing it on the championship level?
Yes.
None of the guys what champion? What Triple G had one belt? What champ at that time? What
so David Lemieux wasn't a former champion. David Lemieux wasn't a former champion.
He was a former champion, yes.
Okay then. Willie Monroe wasn't a former champion.
I don't know what Willie Monroe was. He looked retarded when he was in the ring.
Kell Brook was a former.
Whoa. If he looked retarded or not was not the question.
Thank you. That's not the question. The question
don't know too much about Willie Monroe.
Triple G stopping former champion is stopping a former champion the same as stopping the quality opponents that Errol Spence was stopping at that time?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say no, but then
there you go. You shot yourself.
Hold on. But it's unfair for me to say no because Algeria was a former champion too.
Right.
So it's like potatoes.
Bundu was too. But
so that's what I'm saying. So you saying
but he was 40.
So you're making a point for me.
So how much credit do you give that? You feel me? Like, come on now, let's be real. Yeah. You talking about a 20-something-year-old Errol Spence stopping a 40-year-old Bundu?
Rhymes, bro.
Look, like shit, we gotta be realistic too, Kwame. When you serve me, bro, what I say?
You brought up Triple G for former champions. Then you bring up Earl Spence for. You said, "How can we compare it?" And then you bring up.
I said Triple G was stopping former champions,
and so
while he was a champion at the Triple G was a champion at that time.
Thank you.
So everybody that he was stopping was people that was getting title defensive. I mean, people that was trying to get that title that he had. Errol Spence wasn't no champion, so people that he was stopping was just glad to get a check.
Listen,
part
of the problem also was that because he wasn't a champion, he couldn't get the champions to fight him. That was also a big problem.
That.
Yeah, he only had 13 fights though.
We're not denying that, but that's not to your discredit when we say you're not as dangerous as Triple G at that time. That's not discrediting Errol
just
Spence.
Because someone's career is a little bit more advanced, they have more notoriety on television. That's like saying this guy's right now. I'm listening to debates and guys like before this last fight with Morrell, they was like, oh, he's the best at 168. He could beat Benavidez, right? Nobody is saying that he's not dangerous. They're saying he might beat Benavidez before his last fight, but he ain't got but 6-7 fights.
Notoriety counts though.
Yeah, but but notoriety has nothing to do with how dangerous you are. That just means notoriety means you're being noticed.
It doesn't, but the dangerous factor only impedes into the subject that Triple G was already a champion, bro. You can't tell me that a champion is fighting the same quality opponents that a prospect is. And at the time, Errol Spence was a prospect. So that's not discrediting how dangerous Errol Spence was at that time. That's just saying it's levels to this shit.
Thurman was a prospect too, but he benefited when Floyd stepped away.
Facts. And what was Thurman doing? Thurman was getting knockouts.
Floyd.
Yeah, but Thurman was also getting knockouts when he was one time, and then when his level of competition.
Well, we'll never argue that Thurman was arguably as dangerous as Triple G was.
Exactly.
We'll never make that argument ever.
I agree with you on that.
And I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you why. How come?
Because he wasn't.
But why? How do you prove that? Just saying he wasn't is not proof. How do you give proof that he wasn't as dangerous as Triple G? Why?
Because the run he went on.
And what about his run made you say that? Because to be quite honest,
he was about to pass Bernard Hopkins, bro. Like
I'm talking about Thurman, right? We talk about Thurman.
Oh, my bad.
So we're saying we're asking, what about Thurman? What do you look at Thurman's career back then and say he wasn't as dangerous as Triple G? What's your proof on that?
Activity.
I'm talking before his activity. I'm talking about when he was at the top and everyone had him ranked as the number one welterweight.
Because he's a 6-round fighter.
Right. And that's my point. You know why you couldn't match it up? Because he didn't continue to keep knocking people out like Triple G did.
Well, what that got to do with Errol Spence? What do Thurman got?
Errol Spence continued to knock people out. It's even proven when
you can say that now. If we're looking at it as a Monday morning quarterback.
Competition that he locked out.
When Keith Thurman fought Leonard Bundu, he was the best. He was rated the best at welterweight. He was rated the best at welterweight. When he beat Bundu, he didn't stop him.
Bundu was about my age, bro.
And he still didn't stop him. Right, and he still didn't stop him. So I couldn't argue with anyone and say, Keith Thurman was as dangerous as Triple G because he wasn't stopping nobody. But I can say Errol Spence was because he was stopping everyone he fought, even when the level of competition went up, even when a world champion.
When the level of competition went up, he still stopped.
Yeah, but if he fought a guy, listen, like you talked about.
Stop Danny.
You talked about a former world, but Danny's not part of the run. I'm talking about with
Triple
G.
Sean Porter. We talking about level of competition. When did the level of competition change?
Bro, but we talked about from 2017 to 2013. It wasn't the same run. That's a different era. You're talking about Errol Spence as a champion. He fought Sean Porter and Danny Garcia.
No, but I'm saying who on that run of knockouts? Because I got to be objective on this. Who on that run of knockouts was like?
You can say Terrence Crawford,
Danny, or
Terrence Crawford. That's almost. And then y'all get mad at me for this if I say this. It's like saying Boots is not like saying Boots is not dangerous.
We're not gonna do that. I'm just asking a question right now.
I gave you the answer. Terrence Crawford.
He didn't fight Crawford yet, though. He hasn't fought Crawford.
Wait, ask the question again, because I thought you said something.
On that knockout streak that he had, when he had all those knockouts, like, really, who was that dude that you could be like, damn, that was a motherfucking quality?
That's exactly my point with Triple G. Who was as a champion? Who was that dude?
You don't have a point with Triple G
about Earl, though. I'm not
because Triple G was operating on an elite champion belt holders level.
Well, listen, because you have a belt don't mean you operating on an elite level. We see belt holders. We see people who have belts fight no one.
Belts don't matter.
Jamal has had a belt for 6 years. Who
So
has he fought?
Ain't fought nobody.
So what are you talking about?
No, what are you talking about? Because Errol Spence got 3 belts. So you saying belts don't matter now?
No, you said because Triple G has a belt. He said no. You said because Triple G had a belt. We gonna stay on topic. You said because Triple G had a belt, he was fighting at because he's fighting at a championship level because he has a belt. That gives more credibility to his opponents. And I just debunked that by saying Jamal Charlo had a belt. Jamal Charlo has a belt. He ain't even fought people. He ain't even fought people as Triple G.
Listen, there's nothing you can say that can debunk who Triple G was in 2013, bro. There's nothing
because he was on a run. Listen, bro.
That's not what I'm saying.
If you want to get
what
credit,
I said,
if you want to get Earl his credit for his run for the knockout, you got to get Triple G his.
But I never took his. Listen to. You see, y'all lost track of what the question was even. A question.
No, I'm just saying. I just don't want you to take his credit.
Yeah,
for the
I'm not taking credit away. What I'm saying is the more.
I can't hear y'all, bro.
And what I said was at welterweight, yes, he was as dangerous because he was stopping everybody, and he couldn't even get the top fighters in the ring, just like Triple G. Triple G didn't get. Triple G got a name in the ring as Danny Jacobs after Kell Brook showed that he could be hit, he could be punched. Triple G couldn't get none of those guys.
Earl right now today is still not known as being indestructible. Still not to this day.
What are you talking about, Dreeko?
Earl Spence.
He's on his Deontay Wilder till this day.
That's right. Till this day, you can't. Ain't nobody say Earl Spence is indestructible.
Dreeko,
that's the title that they gave Triple G, bro.
Dreeko, did you just make something up like a topic? What are you doing?
No, I'm just trying to get you to see. I'm trying to get you to see the difference between Triple G and Earl Spence. They were actually saying that about Triple G. You've never once heard somebody say Earl Spence is indestructible.
A lot of people
never heard that.
I see where you leaning.
That's why he had. Listen, that's why Spence has so much hate is because he had people who were saying that he was like that, and everyone was saying he was overrated and all that stuff back then.
No, they wasn't. They never
said that about EJ, bro.
No. Listen here.
A lot of people saying that.
EJ is marked for food. EJ was food at one point in time. That's why Mikey tried him. He was marked for food.
Yeah, I mean anyone could be marked for food, but then when
Triple G wasn't.
Turned out to be
Triple G ain't never been.
Triple G
was that nigga for years, bro. So he finally had the nuts to fight that nigga, bro.
Look, Triple G didn't fight the greatest competition while he had the belt. Point blank, period. And he dominated. He knocked all these guys
Roy
out.
Jones didn't either, but we give Roy his props.
Roy fought in multiple
I can't believe you taking away Triple G just to move Spence up.
Roy fought in multiple weight classes, and we can't say that Triple G fought anyone
as
the likes of James.
Multiple weight classes, bro.
He didn't fight anyone as the likes of James Toney or Bernard Hopkins early in his career. Triple G never did that.
Well, watch this, bro, because I remember this shit clearly. Did you think that John Ruiz was gonna be Roy Jones, and John Ruiz was the heavyweight champion of the world? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, that part. It's levels to it all the way around, bro. Like we know certain fighters can't, Roy stands a really good chance of beating him. He wasn't fighting no Lennox Lewis. You feel what I'm saying?
Checked out.
Man, I didn't already realize, man. We not getting through to Kwame, man. Bro, and hearing that shit.
I guess the homie Jerome King is wrong. GGG and Spence fought the same level of fighters, and GGG was a champ.
That's absolutely wrong. That's absolutely
wrong. It's not accurate at all. It is. Get the fuck. A 40-year-old Bundu is equivalent to what fighter you just named.
I'm gonna answer that for you. No.
Fuck out of here, man. You talking about young David Lemieux, young Willie Monroe? Yeah,
I'll say
what you want about
David. Listen. David Lemieux, I'll give him props for David Lemieux.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what debunked the
David Lemieux was a
comparison.
big puncher. David Lemieux was a big puncher. He wasn't the best boxer, but he was a big puncher. You know, so
And that's
I
what
give him
debunked the
that.
comparison.
But what we saying here? Dominic Wade, 18-0. You know, Willie Monroe Jr., Martin Murray,
shout out to Dominic Wade, North Carolina.
Curtis.
Shout out to North Carolina.
Curtis Stevens.
But Kwame, one question: was Triple G known as the most dangerous man in boxing at that time, outside of Deontay Wilder?
No, it wasn't Wilder then. It was Triple G.
It was Triple G. Was Triple G?
Triple G. Yeah, triple. Yes, Triple G was known.
Then what are we doing here, Kwame?
Triple G was known as one of the most dangerous guys. And you know why? Because he knocked out everyone he was fighting, and it was being televised.
And he was going for the record. And he was going for the record.
But it was notoriety. And it's just like Lomachenko, when you get these non-melanated fighters who are good, that are above average for who they should be. They get a lot of notoriety and they're put on TV, and they get all kind of endorsements, and people know of them.
You being subjective now, Kwame.
I'm not being. No, I'm giving my answer.
Yes, you are. You're being subjective because you're throwing Loma in there. Loma has 2 losses, and Loma was privileged.
Listen,
you cannot throw him in there
with
a Triple G
in
topic,
terms of notoriety. That's why you have to allow someone to articulate their answer and just not jump on top of their answer. I'm saying in terms of notoriety. We all know when you are when you are a Caucasian fighter, we won't even say Mexican fighters because there's always a ton of great Mexican fighters, right? But when you are a Caucasian fighter and you're above average and you're a champion in the sport of boxing, you will get way more notoriety than any other race of fighter, and that's a fact. That is a fact.
So does notoriety count?
Of course, the notoriety counts if you're going to say this person's on primetime TV and he's knocking out people.
But Kwame, though, but listen, this is what I think y'all be forgetting that too. And you're right, absolutely right what you're saying. But if you take Triple G and Canelo Alvarez both, it's a reason why they don't want them guys in there with Boo Boo. Now, although I feel that they probably will beat Boo Boo now because I feel Boo Boo punch drunk. But at one time, the fits that he would get him, pure boxing skills, bro. It's the reason why they was fighting the people that they were fighting and not fighters like that.
Listen, I agree with. I
disagree with that, bro.
That's a different.
Well, I disagree with that because if Boo Boo wanted if Boo Boo wanted to really be great, then he would have fought Lara after. Yeah, I mean Canelo beat him. You would have took that fight instead of saying he's boring. I don't want to fight him.
Canelo beat Lara?
Yeah. And
no, I'm asking you, do you really think he beat Lara?
Well, regardless, if you really want to prove that you in that echelon of boxers, then you would have took that fight. But because Boo Boo lost to Lar already in the amateurs, so he already knew what he was gonna get. He ain't want that smoke. Then you got the Jermell Charlo situation where you allowed whatever you allowed to come in between that. So if Boo Boo wanted to be great, Boo Boo could have been great. His ass is okay with being in the class
in the B class,
exactly, and he okay with ending his career saying, "Well, I was Canelo mandatory 3 times, and he ain't want to fight me, so I would have beat everybody." Man, that shit don't mean nothing.
But what I'm getting at as far as the matchmaking, I'm more or less on the matchmaking side of the point that I'm trying to get at. It's the reason why he ain't fighting them slick fighters like that.
Right, I agree with you. I think that it could be some validity to that, except for the fact that the slick fighters ain't fighting other slick fighters.
Mm-hmm. True.
So shit, y'all don't even believe in y'all self, but y'all get this 4-leaf clover when it come to him.
Payday.
It ain't a 4-leaf clover, it's a payday, bro. Like you said, shit, all nuts and caramel. Pause. Shit.
Cincinnati in the building.
In
We
the
don't respect that
building.
shit.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. He
Hey, Drake, I'm gonna
sabotaged
be
his
your way
own.
on Friday, bro. On topic. I'm gonna be your way Friday, so we need the link.
There you go. Already.
For
Say
sure.
less.
All right. Okay.
So I got a question before we close out. So salute to Devin Haney again, right, for
Facts.
what he accomplished,
So
right. Now I'm just going back. I'm going back to what I was saying, what my stance is, and people could be mad, but it's just my opinion, right? Now when I say I feel fight Devin Haney exciting, right, as a fighter, he's an elite boxer, super talented boxer, but to me he's not exciting. Like to me he's not box office. Like I gotta watch Devin Haney fight when he fights, right? Now,
okay.
do you think that Shakur Stevenson would have had a better performance than Devin Haney? Do you think Shakur Stevenson
Possibly.
would have hit Kambosos with different shots other than jabs?
No.
Okay.
I think he would have.
I say that Shakur wouldn't have. I say that I don't even know that Shakur would have won that fight, y'all. Valdez was successful in landing his right hand. A lot in that fight against Shakur Stevenson. And Kambosos couldn't land his right hand at all. Like shit. He eliminated, Devin eliminated that right hand. So one fighter still having problems with some shit. And Nakathila caught Shakur with that right hand too. Jermell Herring caught Shakur with that right hand too. Y'all don't believe me? I got the film up at OTB boxing class. Go check it out. But yeah, I mean, one fighter still having problems dealing with this, and the other fighter eliminating it. So
yeah,
no,
so
I can't.
I feel like Shakur. I think Shakur is a little bit more exciting as a fighter because I think he sets up his other punches better off of his jab, where Devin Haney dominates his opponents with his jab.
And his attributes.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
And his God-given attributes. Yep.
Right, it is attributes. So I don't fight like it's not about just knockouts because Shakur's not always getting knockouts. But when he beat Jermell Herring one-sided, to me that was more of an exciting fight. My opinion. That was more exciting to me than to watch what Devin Haney did to Kambosos.
Damn.
That's just my opinion. And he did stop Herring because they stopped the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is like leading up to the stoppage, they stopped. It wasn't like he was getting knocked down and everything. But
no, bro, I was at the fight.
He was just getting beat up to the point where it just didn't make any sense to take. Yeah, it was just like he was just taking a beating. So that's just my point.
Save your fighter.
Yeah, that's just my point, right? Is that Shakur Stevenson, he don't have to knock you out for the fight to be, to me, what I would say exciting because I see more of a variety of and it's styles and it's preference.
And Shakur take more chances.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
Right,
Shakur take more chances. Devin have a highly defensive purpose. That's why he lean on that jab like that. And that's where, I mean, I was saying that shit later on in the progression of Devin career, you understand, he won't lean on that jab as much. Now he'll trust his counterpunching ability. Now his jab will set up 2-3 punch combinations, which is where Shakur Stevenson is now. However, Shakur Stevenson don't have a defensive purpose to not still get hit with these power punches. Because we just seen Oscar Valdez land a career high, damn near 12 in one round on Shakur. So, I mean, it's just like you say, it's levels to
it. But at the same time, see, because you're looking at it as a teacher, right? And you're critiquing like a trainer. But Oscar Valdez, the fight was dominated.
Facts.
He was dominated the same way Kambosos was. But what we saw from Shakur was we saw Oscar Valdez on the canvas. We saw Shakur land different varieties of punches. Now, he did dominate the fight with his jab. He kept the jab in his face, but Shakur does different stuff with his jab. With Devin Haney's just
One, two.
He's throwing that jab, where Shakur's throwing the jab, but then Shakur's manipulating your gloves and throwing shots to different parts, setting up other punches. And that's all I'm saying. With Devin Haney, I'm just seeing jab, 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 distance, 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 jab, 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 maybe throw a right hand, jab, 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 move, move, move. And to me, the style is just not exciting to me. Nothing away from who he is as a fighter and every.
That's fair, bro. That's fair.
I
That's
don't.
what you like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's accurate too.
Right, because for me, I like Devin Haney's character more than I like Shakur Stevenson's character. I seen Shakur Stevenson act the ass a couple times. I mean, and I understand his gamesmanship, but even like with Jamel Herring, who's like one of the coolest people out in boxing, period, just a person. I mean, his wife didn't even want to talk to Shakur after the fight. Shakur kind of get into his Newark mode, and it's cool. He a young cat, he a hood cat. You know,
Man, bullshit. You don't have that energy with everybody. You ain't had that energy with Oscar Valdez just before this fight. Not like you did with Jamel Herring. You was talking big shit. Big shit.
He was talking, yeah, but I think it was more competitive because Shakur fuck with Bud and Bomac, and they all kind of know together. Each other. They all know each other, so it was a little bit different. Where it was like with Valdez,
your confidence was an extra level of high because you knew him. That allowed you to talk this type of shit to him.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you ain't have to do that. That's weak ass shit. We
I think OTB, I just think the true character came out in Shakur. Yep. I mean, Shakur acted normal.
Y'all that boy ain't like that.
Yeah, he's childish. He's acting his age. He was being himself. Like when Jamel was like, "Don't touch my belt," and he touched it again. Like I like that. I was like, he childish, but he's what, 23, something like that, 22, 23.
Yeah, but Devin Haney's basically like the same age, and you see how
Devin Haney ain't got no personality, man.
Drake is the aggression. Yeah, I mean, it was the aggression that you seen Shakur.
He don't got no personality. But
it was the White Sox hat,
right?
I mean, it was the aggression. You in his face, all of that type shit. You calling him soft ass, he's soft and all of this shit.
Yeah.
But you don't come at Oscar Valdez like that. You give him the utmost respect. Oh,
that's what I said.
Get that weak ass shit out of here. Don't be picking who you bully on at the bus stop.
That's what I'm saying. With Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, there are things about Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, I like Devin Haney more just as an overall person. Like Goon said, he's more mature. He has more character. Just a better level.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Devin Haney so stale. Then he be on there talking like Michael Jackson and shit. Well, man, come on, man. That ain't no. Man, come on, man. He ain't got no character, man. He's monotone all the way across. And then when you do get him in, well, I don't think Shakur comes out. Shakur be like, where Bob at? Why would he stand up here with me?
I ain't see that. I know when he ran down on your bitch ass boy Teofimo, he wasn't talking like no Michael Jackson. He was telling Teofimo. Yeah, he got Teofimo face that was like, because on the DAZN interview, he was like, yo, I ain't worried about him because he ain't gonna do nothing. He a clown. So it take, with some people, it takes certain people.
Ain't that what y'all just say that Shakur was doing?
You know what I'm saying? They just but some people, well, I'm saying Teofimo was acting a certain way. We know how Teo starts acting. So Devin was just like, he ain't gonna do nothing to me. He a clown, right? But Shakur will be the antagonizer or the instigator. That's the difference. Devin Haney's not the antagonizer or the instigator in situations. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. So, I see your point on that, bro.
But with
only if he sparred with him before.
With Haney,
I see your point too.
So all I'm saying is now
this shit crazy.
All I'm saying is as a fighter, I prefer Shakur Stevenson as a fighter because Shakur Stevenson to me is a little bit more exciting. I feel like I'm going to see more of a variety of punches from Shakur Stevenson. Right? But from Devin Haney, I may not find his style exciting. For me, exciting doesn't mean he's not good. I just don't find his style exciting. However, I like how he carried himself. I like that I see the amount of work he put in, and I was really happy to see him accomplish his goal based on, I'm not saying Shakur Stevenson don't work as hard as Devin Haney, but I just know from the time Devin Haney had Devin Haney TV and he was fighting in Mexico and I was following him back then to now, I've consistently seen Devin Haney be a workhorse, be working. You always see him with Snap working out or hitting the pass with Mayweather Sr. or whatever. So for me to just see that body of work over the years and for him to go over, because this is what he did is legendary at his age. Now, me personally, people might find this controversial, and I may be wrong, but I don't think he's gonna hold on to the belt for too long. That's just me personally.
So whoa, who gonna beat him?
I don't know, but my gut just tells me. My gut just tells me.
Tank
T.O. at 140.
My gut
Tank
tells
won't beat
me.
him.
My gut tells me that he's not gonna have that. He's not gonna have that belt past 3 title defenses.
Tank and T.O. gonna beat him.
But I don't think 3.
My question that I'm asking is, because I for you to make a statement like that, I think you already got a guy in mind. Who do you think beat him? Like who beats him?
I think Lopez and Tank have a chance to beat him. The problem is Tank probably won't because Tank's back with Mayweather and Bob was Bob and he got Devin under top rank. So the same thing Bob did with T.O. when he had the belts and set things up. He gonna do it with Devin Haney. But
we've seen the script before.
We've seen the script because he's back under Bob. So the thing is Bob, but Bob, what Bob will do to a black fighter who has all the belts is he will definitely feed him to Lomachenko because Bob ultimately wants Lomachenko to have the belts.
Man, Lomo can't beat Haney, bro.
I don't think he can, but I'm just saying that we'll probably see that fight. But I feel like if we see Devin Haney in there, if we see Devin in there with Lopez, if Lopez's mind is right, I think that's the biggest fight for Devin Haney, to be quite honest.
All them fighters that's over there.
Somebody just said that Devin beats T.O. You know,
all them fighters under there under Bob got to get out of Keyshawn way, Abdullah Mason way, and Duke Reagan way, and Juju way.
But Bob's not gonna match Keyshawn fight at what 135.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he talking Tank.
But you know how Bob do though. You know how Bob do. Bob ain't gonna make that fight.
I disagree, Kwame. One thing that Bob does, he puts on good in-house fights, bro. You ain't gonna see too much garbage from Bob Arum.
It's too early in it's this politics in boxing too.
Right, absolutely. I agree with that.
Early in Keyshawn's career, he's not gonna get that fight yet.
I agree with that.
Exactly, and that's my thing. They gotta make these fights happen to get out of them young boys.
Right. Bob is right. Bob is puppet master because Bob will have Keyshawn fight everybody and his mother that he wants Keyshawn to fight and build him up and say he's the best thing since Terrence Crawford. But he'll do that until he gets Keyshawn lined up with the people that he wants him to fight for a title, and that ain't Devin Haney. Because with Devin Haney, there's enough people in that circle for him to make big money fights off of. You know, with the Lomachenkos, the Teofimo Lopez, Keyshawn Davis ain't going to be a part of that discussion as of yet. He's going to be like next up after the smoke clears with these guys.
Right.
So
that's what I said. They better get the hell out the way.
Yeah, definitely. But look, man, we gonna wrap it up. Great show, man. We was on here for 3 hours. I gotta take my ass to bed.
I gotta get up and work in the morning, bro. Shit.
Yeah, I know, Tommy, but you ain't got no damn job. You ain't got no damn job.
I'm about to go to work now.
OTB, man, it's always a pleasure, man. I was catching y'all. I couldn't get on at the time, but I was catching y'all in between when I got playing catch up.
Man, we kept your seat warm, Drake.
There you go, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you,
back, man.
Man, appreciate y'all,
man. Talk that shit with y'all, man. It's a pleasure, man.
It's my pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. Kwame, my brother Goon, holding me down. Y'all give me commissary next time.
For sure. And I snuck that blicky in there for you, dog.
What they
There
got?
you
Jack
go,
Mac.
baby.
They got some Jack Mac in that motherfucking Dreek.
And all
Hello.
you guys, all you guys, please make sure you guys smash the like button. We
Yeah,
want to keep giving y'all, fire
yeah,
content, fire discussions here.
yeah.
Definitely appreciate all of you guys who showed love and stuck it out with us until wee hours of the morning. And like I said, it's always love, man. So we're gonna go ahead and close this out. Stay loyal to the game, and we out of here.
Salute,
Peace.
brothers.
100,
Salute.
my brothers.